Oh no, you need the whiskey on. Oh. There you go.
Hello and welcome. Excuse the noise. It wouldn't be us if it wasn't for them messing around in the background. Yes, where are they? Hold on. There they are. Right. Seamless, guys. Absolutely. I don't know how we do it. Anyway, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the show. We are here till 10:30. Answer any of your questions. Usual thing. We've got a bit of modelling going on. We've been working on the hunters. I'll be busily trying to finish this lump off, obviously before the weekend, because I do need it to come with me up to the show. So yes, hopefully we'll all be good there. Everybody had a good week. How are we all doing, Stephen?
Yeah, I'm doing very well, thanks. And while you're focusing on me, just say thanks to Chris for all this surface primer that I now own. So I've got loads of it, balls, which she sent me after our discussion a couple of weeks ago. And while I'm on about that, you'd be glad to know them decals finally turned up at Alan's house.
Oh, right. Thank God for that.
It'll be about 2 months to send.
Yeah. Did you blame the post for it? Are you accepting responsibility for not posting it?
Oh, no, I didn't post it. I'll pay for it. For the postage. I just said...
Yeah, never mind. Cool. All right. Ron, how you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. Pressing on with the links, trying to get it finished for the weekend. I think I might get there. Just yeah.
Very nice.
On it.
Goody. Nathan, how's things?
Good. It's nice to be back in the garage. I had an hour in here this week. That was a win.
Very nice. And it's a bit warmer in there tonight, is it?
Yeah, it's tropical tonight in Lancashire.
Speaking of which, tropics, North Devon. Mark, how you doing?
Yeah, doing well. Well, as good as can be expected anyway.
No.
Looking forward to the weekend with no wives. Sounds good.
Yep, that's the one. You've got the pleasure of driving up there tomorrow.
Yeah. That'll be fun.
Yeah, leave nice and early. You'll be fine. No problem at all.
Be there tomorrow.
That's it. Here they are. The trio.
That's it.
See no evil, hear no evil, and do no evil, clearly. So anyway, very good. How are we doing, Matt?
Very well. Yep. Good stuff. We're nearly there with the shop. Got some cabinets to build tomorrow with John. Yes, I have. Yeah, John's got cabinets to build.
Have they turned up?
Yeah, they came yesterday afternoon.
Oh, well, that's all right then. That helps.
Yeah, they're all there. So yeah, pretty much we're all set. Looking pretty good, to be honest.
Very good.
Yeah.
So, John, how was your trip up?
Very good, actually. Yeah. Longest train journey I've ever done, but it was got here on time. Sunny Doncaster.
It's lovely, isn't it?
It's lovely up here.
It just lost its signal on the way up.
Very nice. And Rob, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah, really good actually. More relaxed than I was last week.
Very nice. Very good. Bless. We say you had the passing out parade last weekend, wasn't it?
What, for Georgia? Yeah.
Yeah.
The week before that.
Sorry, week 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very smart.
Georgia's passed out as an air cadet, so she's
Literally
literally passed out as an air cadet. She's now reserved armed forces now.
Bless. Very nice indeed. And as always, our very own Andy. How are we doing, Andy?
Yeah, fine, thanks. Not too bad at all.
Clean bench.
You didn't say it 10 minutes ago.
Just scraped it off the end. It's all piled up like a student's flat down one end. Yeah, just down in front of the camera, which tends to be what I do. Definitely. Very good indeed. Well, usual thing, guys, we're going to be with you for the next couple of hours. If you've got any questions, please post them up in the usual places, or you can get hold of us via the live chat room, which you guys are all talking there. Hello, lovelies. Hello, Rob. How are you? And Mark is in there, and Lynn is in there, And Dean, Chris, well, loads of you. I'm not going to go through the list because there's absolutely loads of you down in there as we make our way through. So usual thing, post up your questions any way you want, and we'll get them answered in the best to our knowledge, which isn't much, but we try our best. What I need to do is I need to move my cameras around here because I've got cameras in the wrong place. Hold on, I'm putting that on that screen, that to that screen, because it seems odd. There we go. We're all in there. That's good. So I've got you guys over there. I think we're all in there. That seems all good. Right. Okay. Fine. So usual thing. Just chat up. Ask any questions. We're going to be making our way through. There's no particular theme or anything for tonight, I don't think, unless anybody's got any bright ideas and various things. Anybody got any news for the week?
Sorry, I've just had an internet problem as usual.
Well,
Apparently,
We plugged it in the wrong hole.
oh, is that what she said?
You know, that old chestnut.
Yeah, that old chestnut. Right.
apparently, PM Models is opening a shop in Doncaster on Saturday.
Yes, that is alleged. I've just got to do a door. 1 second, guys.
Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Have you got the cheese and pineapple on sticks in yet?
That's Friday's shopping. We're going to go shopping, aren't we, John? Friday for for munchies. Yeah, nibbles. So mouldy biscuits and
pack of rich tea and cup of tea.
if you're lucky.
If you're lucky, you can share a tea
Oh,
bag.
you not do it? I thought John was doing the catering.
What, as long as doing the till,
Well,
the
I think-
stock.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be doing everything else, so just as well.
Well, no change there, though, is it?
Better.
Right, Lynn says he's got no sound. Well, Lynn, you're on your own there because I can hear everybody.
I'll tell you what, scroll up a bit and look at the picture of the finger.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's pretty good.
Ooh, brace yourself, though.
How'd you do that?
Oh, let's see.
Yeah, scroll up through the
Yes,
chat.
oh, let's look.
That's just making me cringe looking at it.
Oops.
Hold on, I'll try and... Oh,
No, you need a health warning with that one before you put that on.
it's going to jump around. Hold on, let me do a share screen for the viewers at home.
Everybody on chat, stop chatting.
Yeah, stop chatting, guys, and we can share it. There we go.
Wow.
That's not a good day.
Like that.
Try airbrushing with that.
Ooh.
Feel your pain on that one there, Chris. That's not nice at all.
No, that ain't good, is it?
That's not very good.
Wow.
Did he say how we managed to do it?
No, I don't think so.
Building an A model kit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, bless. Look at that. He's airbrushing with it as well. Hold on. I've got to take it.
Oh,
There's dedication to the hobby.
God.
Okay, Chris, you win the award for Man of the Day.
Yeah. It probably airbrushes better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty full on. Chris, how did you do it though? Slipped off the wet wooden decking. See, I can vouch for that because I went arse over tit on ours as well. So, yes.
You did get out of the hot tub as well, Phil. on some decking.
Was that?
You went ass over tit on some decking getting out of the hot tub.
Yeah, but I think that might have had to do with alcohol involved with that one.
But naked, weren't you?
I don't know what you're on about. I have no idea. So there's a vision nobody wants. Right, okay.
Right.
So,
Modelling time.
has anybody got any news, modelling news, any releases?
Tank Museum show this weekend. For
Yeah,
those
but
who aren't going to
What, in the north of England? If you do want to go and see Ron, he is at the Tank Museum. The rest of us, because Ron double had a choice. He could either come with us or go with his friends, his real friends. So,
Yeah,
so he
we'll
could
remember.
go with his real friends instead of being with us. Anyway, tonight's momentous because I have the overhead cam back on. There we go. We have the overhead cam in here. So you can literally see I'm doing things with the bear and yes, and various things above. Although it looks very dark on that screen. I don't know quite what's going on with that one. Hopefully it'll all come back. A bit frozen, it's a bit laggy. I'm using the old system, so I haven't plugged the new one in at the moment, but I can show things overhead if we need them to. So yes, Ron is at the Tank Museum
On his own.
on his own, whilst the rest of us are all in Doncaster. Remember, if you do want to come along, we've got the grand opening at the PM store. We'll have a look at that a little bit later on. So if you do want to come and join us, we'd love to see you there. Either Saturday, is it 10 till 4?
Okay.
Yes, 10 till 4 and 10 till 1:30 Sunday.
There we go.
So yeah.
And so that'll be our grand opening of the full retail store. So obviously we've got loads of kits in and paints and all the various bits and pieces, all the usual stock items and stuff like that. And I'll be up here with loads of my models as well. We're going to be displaying stuff. So it'd be like a mini model show, stroke open, stroke workshop. Stroke
That's what I was going to ask.
Hey?
We're going to clear the mezzanine off up top.
Yes.
Then you lot got any fold-up tables?
Yeah, I've got one.
Can you bring it?
Yeah, I've got one as well, Matt.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, do you think Keith will shove in his car?
Yeah, we do take it. Thing it's flat anyway, isn't it? So it'll go under chariot, so we'll be all right.
Right, because what we're going to do is, if we set the tables up on top of the mezzanine, we've got the covers here anyway, the black sheets. And I was just thinking if anybody, like the members or whatever, want to bring their kits, you know, we can show a few off for, you know, make space and have a little, like I say, a little mini model show as well. So
I thought you were going to say bring any pork pies with them to put up there for us lot to munch on.
I've got a picnic table if you want a
picnic table, yeah. We'll get that wood down and knock you some up. It's a 2x4. Yeah, should be good.
So my plan really for this evening is to mask up the props on the bear, because let's face it, there is one or two to get on with, and I've just been testing them and it looks okay. So far we've done the black fronts, the white backs. Now you've got to do all the metalwork for them and tip those. So that's the plan for that. The gear amazingly is on, and it's not a tail sitter. And as the guys will testify, because I sent them a photo earlier, actually it's not even a nose weight sitter either, because if I am very careful, and I'm going to take the bait here, but there we go, look, it's hanging off the front now. There's nothing under here. And it's sitting on its main gear. It is so well balanced. I don't know how I do it. It still amazes me to this day. I know it's got big chunky gear, but the thing is the gear isn't even glued on. It's just sitting on its own weight. And it was teetering and balancing. That's how close it is. I think by the time it's got its props on and the nose wheel doors and all the rest of it, it'll be, it won't be this balanced. It'll be a little bit nose heavy. But considering we was a little bit worried about how much nose weight I could cram in the front of this, it worked out pretty good in the end. So I'm quite happy with that. Just need to flat spot off the wheels. It's still got quite a bit to get on with this one. That's why I'm pushing through with this one quite heavily. We've still got to do all the exhaust staining underneath. It still needs to have some oils on this one, both thinned and neat, doing some of that. A little bit of post shading for a lot of the exhaust work, stuff like that. And then we've got to stick on all the little bits, all the little tiny antennas, all the various stuff's got to go all over this one. And I've still got to do the rear turret as well, which is something I haven't even started yet. So, yeah.
So everybody, it'll be a live weathering class on Saturday morning.
Yeah, yeah, live weathering, finishing it off. Yeah, camera's rolling, filming it, because I need it for a video. So, yeah. So that is the thing with that one. But no, it's coming together very, very nicely. I must admit, we're doing all right. The F-35, on the other hand, has taken a total back seat at the moment. So the F-35's got as far as got its legs on. And that's about it. All it needs really is a wash and a few bits and pieces, but I'm concentrating on getting the bear sorted out and done rather than working on the 35 at the moment. So we will see if I get enough time to do the 35. If not, I'll bring it up so you guys can have a look at it. But I intend to bring up, the plan is, if I can get them all in the car, it's pretty much the standard ones you all know. Plus, I'm going to bring the Mozzie up, which will live up there as well from now on. I've got to thank Ron as well, because he's allowing me to bring up Roger, to bring up the Typhoon, the 24 scale Typhoon. So that will be up there for a couple of months before he's going to want that back. And then a couple of the others as well. So there'll be lots up there. And then I know some of the guys are taking some of theirs as well. So yes, all be good.
One thing I did want to mention,
Yeah, go on, Andy.
The Revel 32nd F-18 has been launched this week, hasn't it?
Yes.
I've seen photos around on the internet, and that back behind the canopy bit
Yes, the spine.
It's terrible.
Yeah, I didn't like that on the first one. There was rumours going around. The reason it was delayed being released is they were redoing it. I take it they haven't then.
Well, I don't understand because it's obviously an E that comes in the first kit.
Yeah.
But the back part behind the canopy is a separate part on a separate sprue. So it would have been dead easier for them to reshape that so that they can do the F, because that obviously cuts in.
Yeah.
The F canopy cuts back, doesn't it, further back, so to make it into the 2-seater. And for some reason it just looks it still looks wrong.
Well, I must admit, I saw one obviously at Telford for the mock-up, and it was all done then. And I did say to him at the time, "Is that it?" And he was convinced it pretty much was.
Yeah.
And then I think, like, I was the same as everybody. It just doesn't look right. It looks too flat, too wide. And yeah, it's wrong. And then because it didn't get released, because originally we were told it's supposed to be at end of the year, and it's only just come out in
November, wasn't it? Yeah.
So we did think at the time maybe it had been delayed because they were retooling the spine, but I'm not being disrespectful to Revel, but I've never known them to retool anything from a fault point of view. Other companies obviously done it. We spoke about that the other week, but from their point of view, I can't imagine them doing it. So it is going to be a shame, but then that's going to be a little bit of a room there for the aftermarket guys to jump in.
So it's not necessarily the spine, because, like I say, it's like a plug-in section that goes behind the front part of the spine. It'd have been so easy for them just to change that part.
Got it
right. It'd have been perfect, but
it's a key feature of the aircraft, though. It's some of you've got to get the shape.
That side. Too big.
I think I'd be waiting out for a F or a G, to be honest with you, to get rid of that problem part.
I can't understand how they got it totally wrong. You would think that, again, just like the Academy ones, it's quite a basic thing where you can then convert between the two, between the single seat and the 2-seat, so you can do the F and the G. As I say, quite whilst they've got it so wrong is a little bit of a mystery. And it's funny they've done the E first, but then they've already done the E in 48, don't forget, some time ago. And actually, the shape of that didn't look too bad, if I remember rightly. It's been a long time since I've done it, but that looked okay. So for them to screw it up so badly is a little bit of a shame, really.
Yeah, I've got the E under. In fact, I've got the E and the F underneath my desk.
Yeah.
But yeah, weird.
Very strange. So anyway, Nathan, end of the tornado for the farewell.
Yeah, I'll be in Cosford, I think, to watch that one. That's the plan.
Very nice.
Who knew it was coming?
Yeah.
Saturday weather.
Yeah, I think I'm joining Nathan at Cosford on the Tuesday to go and wave bye-bye.
Wave bye-bye. Hopefully it'll be nice weather for them. But yeah, end of an era to see the tornado family go after all these years.
Yeah, it's been a long time since we've been expecting it for years, but it's a bit sad now that it's here, to be honest.
It's one of those things they were talking about it for years and years and years, getting rid of it, and then it never sort of happened.
No.
And now it's sort of here. It sort of turned up really quickly. So
It's a shame. I think it'd make a nice day out to go to Cosford and then sort of pop outside and see a tornado fly past.
If you shop in the Indian cocktails,
That'd be nice. But I think a few people are going to go to Leeming as well. The tornado sig guys are going to Leeming to see it.
Yeah.
But I figured better off going to Cosford because the fly past might have last night.
Chisel shape.
I don't want to drive 2 hours to see a tornado just straight past.
Yeah. Okie dokie. So, Steve, how's it been going this week? You all okay?
Yeah, not so bad.
The old V2's been looking good.
Yeah, I'm getting on with the weathering now, so all the chipping's done and the first watch is on, so needs a coat of varnish and then start with the muck. Start putting some effects on. So, but yeah, we're getting there.
Very nice. I must admit, we'll get the next part of that will be up tomorrow. I'll get that rendered across onto the thing and put across.
That's a good idea.
Oh, yeah.
Very good.
I'm sure you don't want it to.
Rob, can you just lower your mic just a little bit? Or I might be able to do this. Just you're blotting us all out. Right, speak.
Is that better?
Yeah, it's just before it seemed to be overwriting everybody for some reason. You
Oh,
have primary sound.
I
No,
think it's because there's three of them talking together, isn't it? So we're getting there.
Yeah, their feedback. That's right. We're just muting them. We'll just mute them off. Right. Okay. So I thought what we'd do is we'd just get straight into a few of the questions. Paul says here, so the PM store will be the new house for the Flory Museum. Yeah, basically, in a nutshell. Most of my builds, certainly all the big ones, which take up a lot of space, you're going to be able to see there, which is better because more people will see them. I know we have loads of people come here, but yeah, so they will be living up there. So plan of action at the moment is some of my faithfuls obviously clearly stay, like we Star Destroyer and stuff like that. But a lot of the others have been making their way up there. So the big stuff, so the 24th scale Typhoon is going to be on loan because actually it's not even mine anymore. I sold it, but that's going to be on loan because that isn't going to be going anywhere for a while. So that can go up there. I was thinking about bringing up the Mosquito because that literally sits gathering dust, stuff like that. And then some of the other favourites as well. And some of my personal favourites will go up as well. So certainly the FW190 Super Build from a couple of years ago, that will go up there. The MiG-25, the F-16, the big 32nd one. Probably the Intruder will stop here because I do have a soft spot for it. But definitely the Hind will be making its way up, and then a plethora of all the others. So like the Raphael will go up, the King Tiger, the various other things. And then obviously a lot of the stuff that the guys do here. So certainly like when me and Matt did our transits, I've got them both here, you see. So both of those will come up so you can see when we were messing about those on the days. And then we can obviously put up, I've got mine sat there, the Sea Furies. We can take up our Phantoms that we did as a collective group together and stuff like that. So the ones that you see on this show, certainly on the Wednesday shows live, they'll go up, and as well as obviously the major sort of video builds and things like that. So that's the plan with that one. We'll be getting them all up there. And then obviously the guys as well, they'll be putting some of those up. Who's donating what then?
I'll bring the flanker.
I'm taking my flanker, Phantom and Sea Fury up.
Andy's already donated his gigant.
Oh, I'm a gigant up there already.
Yeah, he hasn't donated, he just got rid of it.
Exactly.
He's living in the warehouse because he's got somewhere to put it. We should charge rent.
Yeah.
I think that'd be far better. You can rent hangar space for the Luftwaffe thing.
Yeah.
Well, above Leslie's office, Rob's been up and all the spare boarding that we've had for the racking, he's chucked up there so we can go up there out the way. Yeah. me and John will chuck it up there tomorrow.
Yeah. No, I can do that.
We've worked out we was going to do that as a, what scale was it? 132nd, was it, or 148?
130.
Carrier deck.
A carrier deck, yeah.
We're up there.
Yeah, we'd do a 72nd scale carrier deck. That'd be big enough. I wonder if we could get away with 48.
Quite a lot, actually, isn't it? The other Nelly could probably get away with 48, I reckon.
Yeah, I think you get away with 48 up there.
Not that big, but
Yeah.
it'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Have a look off the mezzanine up there.
That'd be cool.
It would look cool. Don't get involved. It's not going to happen, so don't even go there.
Actually, if you did 72nd scale, you could do Ark Royal from the 70s.
Yeah.
Yes. Out and you've got Phantoms.
With the new Phantoms, you can convert them, couldn't
Mm. Bill.
Okay, what, sorry?
Don't get involved.
I'm keeping out of it.
I would.
Or you could do the new aircraft carrier.
You wouldn't have to build any aeroplane.
Yeah, we just put a couple of Merlins on it and that's it, isn't it?
Tower thing. Oh, that dropped. Do we know
Right, can anybody remember where we were on the questions last week? I can't seem to remember where we were. Anyway, first question up is from Steve. He was saying, just curious, what type of chair that Steve and Phil use? Notice they appear to be similar. I must admit, we spoke about this quite a lot. This is still probably the best money I've ever spent on a chair because it's lasted me definitely the longest. It's the the DX Racer. I've also got the GT Omega Racer over there, and I've got another one as well. I think the GT Omega ones are very nice. They're a little bit cheaper, but that one is starting to get its lumps and bumps, and as you spin round, it grinds a bit. And I don't use that chair anywhere as much as I use this one. This one still has been fine, no problem. And I'm sitting here for hours every day, as you know, and it's absolutely fine. So I have to say wholeheartedly, this is a nice one. Steve, what are you sitting on?
A cheaper version. I don't know, Max.
Backside. I was going to say. Still on his arm.
I had a pair of them, and one was
Well, I must admit, I used to always have the cheapo ones for absolute years, and they used to last usually 12 months, and then they would break. Usually the weld would go underneath, or one of the feet, or something else like that. But this one now, I must have, what, we're on 3 years with this one, and it's fine, no problem at all. Been a good investment on this one, I must admit. So go on then, out of interest and giggles alone, what are we all sitting on? Ron? Oh, he's muted. Forget Ron. Right, who's not muted? Nathan, what you sat on?
An old chair from IKEA.
Oh, IKEA. It looks like IKEA.
Yeah. Just about 15 years old, this thing.
There you go. See, as good as the day you bought it. Mark, what you sitting on?
The X-Racer.
Oh, there you go. See, 2 for the X-Racer.
Not as posh as yours, though.
Why? What's the difference?
Yours is leather, isn't it? Mine isn't.
Is it leather? No, mine's not. Mine's fine as plethora.
Mine's cloth.
Oh, you're the cloth. Yeah, no, this is the finest plethora. I think you're fine. You got the cloth version, which is probably nicer. You won't sweat as much on it, to be honest. The only thing, in the summer, it did get a bit sticky. You wouldn't want to be my seat cushion, put it like that. Right. Rob, what do you sit on?
What do I sit on? A cheap old 50 quid computer chair that's like literally broke and I fall off it every 2 minutes. More take the chair now.
Yes. I take it, Matt's probably got some high wing back thing, has he?
No, mate, I've just got Leslie's cast-offs.
Have you not got one for your smoking jacket?
No, that's in the corner, the leather one in the corner.
The big leather one, the red leather one. So, yeah. John?
John, what do I sit on?
Yeah.
This rather deluxe.
Hey, careful with that. That's
Need that
the
for
finest
weekend.
PM store seat.
He has given me a cushion though.
There you go, you see? He's not totally heartless. Andy?
Yeah, I've just got an old computer chair.
Computer chair.
I've got a IKEA Marcus, it's called.
All right.
Which are 160 quid jobs. Fair, it's a good few years old and it's still going strong. So it's actually done quite well. This has.
Very good.
Oh, I thought you'd have a B&Q damaged stock item, Andy.
No.
Oh, it fell off the pallet.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So next question we have tonight is from. Hold on, I've lost my little thing. There we go. Right. Robert says, "Hi, Team Wednesday. Only reading, scale modelling, painting, weathering, etc. Regarding if you could teleport 5 years back in time and give yourself one piece of advice to follow, what advice would it be?" Crikey.
Yeah.
So that's on anything. Right. That's going to be what paint not to buy, isn't it? Because we're all guilty of that one.
Is this just modelling related or life related as well?
Well, well, I could have done with that one. Right, okay. Okay, so we'll start with you, Andy. Come on, modelling.
Oh, God, crikey. Not to buy as many kits.
Really? But you're a collector.
That's fair. I wouldn't say not as many kits, but so like think about which kits I'm buying before I buy them. Yeah, because number of like bought and then sold because I don't know. I think you get into like the hook of you'll buy a cheap kit because you think you'll build it, and then you don't because the better kits come out as you. Yeah.
Right.
Be more selective of the kits I buy.
Yes, I think a lot of us is just guilty of it. Something new comes out, and it is that thing. New shiny kit must have chances of building it remote.
Yeah,
but we all do it, so we're all a bit guilty of that one. Right, John.
Similar to Andy, really. Just stay clear of Mr. Matthew Ball.
Yeah.
Allowing him to push hits onto you all the time. No, I'd say probably the same as Andy, really. Just don't get carried away.
What, impulse buying?
Yeah. Impulse buying. Buy, then build. Then buy another, then build. Not buy 5 at a time.
Build none. Very good. Matt?
Mine would be...
Stop buying paint.
No. I wish I'd have started this business 5 years earlier with you.
Oh, bless.
Well, man.
Don't sell on eBay.
Go on then, Rob.
Beat Matt to it and get the business with me and you.
Yes. Right, Mark.
Pretty much the same as Andy, really. If I took a month to build each kit, I probably wouldn't live long enough to finish them. So a bit more choosy on what I buy.
Yes, definitely. Nathan?
I think I echo what everybody else says, and like the stash can haunt you a little bit, can't it? I mean, I've got a model shop in my garage, really. But I think the thing I've learned more recently, and you've got to keep reminding yourself, is build for yourself. Don't look for anything else in this hobby apart from just enjoying it.
Yes, totally agree. 100% agree with that statement. Ron?
I missed the question because I had my extractor on.
There's always one. Right, okay, the question is, if you could go back 5 years, as in, like, you know, you've learnt stuff, what would you do differently in the modelling hobby?
I do differently. Not start a container ship.
Yeah, the famous container ship, or an A10 that you maybe rescribe and then didn't build. Just like to mention that.
Or a tram.
Or a tram. Yeah, that famous tram.
Yeah, just try not to run before you can walk, basically.
And buy a decent webcam sooner.
Yeah, buy a decent webcam sooner. Get a proper internet connection. Right, Steve?
Never have more than one kit on, 2 kits on the go. Make sure you finish them. Don't keep starting them and never finishing them.
Yeah. Or build a Missouri.
Yeah.
Seemed a good idea at the time.
Price that.
Yeah, it seemed a good idea at the time, that, didn't it? I think for me, literally, it is the thing of being not led too much. Do what you want to do. Don't go down with peer pressure. Don't listen to the idiots out there. Build what you want to build and what makes you happy. That would be mine. Because the thing is, you get swept away with all these different things, and sometimes you lose sight of what you want to do. And I think that's probably the biggest thing that I've come out of it. That's hence all the changes over the last sort of year, is to do that thing of do it for you and not for everybody else. And that's the thing. So if you want to paint your model sky pink, and all the rest of it, then you go for it. At the end of the day, it's your model, and you do what makes you happy. So just don't put into pressure of how things should be and stuff like that. Do it how you want to do it. That's how I would say. You know, because at the end of the day, we all buy kits, and it is that thing. It's something nice and it's pleasurable about buying a new kit. We all got that thing when the kit arrives, you want to have a look at it, and I wouldn't lose that for a minute. And you know, owning a model shop, that's quite nice now, having that ability to do it. But as I said, before that and everything else, still getting kits through the door and having a look, like when I do the reviews, that is still probably one of the highlights of doing the hobby and certainly with the job. But from a point of view of overall stuff about building and just stuff, a lot of people say about paint racks and paints, paints full of, racks full of paint even and stuff. And sometimes I chop and change of what I like. That's part of the course because you're just learning. But generally, just do things that make you happy and just don't be touched by anybody else. That's what I say. Anybody in the live chat want to comment or post up your ideas? We'd love to hear from them as well. So feel free to shout out. But generally, a lot of you are saying the same thing. So yes. Right. Okay. So what
We're
now?
on YouTube, aren't we?
Are we on YouTube? I think so. Hold on. Let me check.
Yeah, we are, because it came up on my notification.
Yes, we are. Yeah. Yes, we are live across the YouTube. Let me go over to YouTube land and have a look. Hang on. I've got multiple windows open here, and I probably get lost with this one. Yes, we have people in YouTube land. Where are we? There we go. Signal strength good. So yes, we're all good down in there. Hello to Monkey, Alex, the Kitchen Table Modelers Workshop, Paul, Bob, Salty, Silent Traveller, Paul Shepherd. Lots of people in there. Happy. There we go. Very nice. Does anyone have the Tamiya Fine Engraving Blade Tool, and is it any good? Yes, I do. I've got the set here, which I was trying to sell to the rest of the team, but to be honest, they didn't take me up on it. But yes, I have them all in here. These little guys. I'll be honest with you, I use them on this thing because this thing's totally rescribed and re-riveted, and I have it all here. Yes, it's nice. Is it worth the money? Being honest, no. I think they're very expensive for what they are, and to be honest, I would rather invest in something like the UMM USA. This is the SCR2, but I've got the SCR1 as well. I think that gives you far more area to work with because you can use it as a push and pull, get right in the gaps and everything else like we did on this thing. And I basically used that one. I started to use this thing with it, but it's that thing, it's so finicky and trying to get the angles right and stuff like that doesn't really work. And also the really fine one, which is the 0. Whatever it is, the very fine one, is it 0.2? That I don't know, it doesn't seem to make a nice line. It seems to rip and tear. The other ones are okay, but that one, I don't know, I just couldn't get it to work very well in there. So yes, but yes, this is the good old trumpeter TU95. Very nice. And I have to say, for the guys who are joining us, there's a video build of this one obviously ongoing at the moment. Considering its age and everything else, it goes together really, really nicely. It's no real problem. Yes, we've riveted the entire thing and everything like that. But that aside, it's a very nice kit. Considering you have those flashbacks what trumpeter was like in the early days, massive riveting, eject pins all over the place. Actually, this thing was a little gem. It's really nice, and that's why I'm looking at that down there, because you might remember I did the review of it, which is the TU60 160 Blackjack. Yeah, that's a monster, but I tell you, you could do a lot with that. That would look fantastic. So when we do the Russian bomber SIG, because we need to do one, because I've got it, I'm in there now. I'm in the zone for doing all Russian bombers. John, I've taken your bug, so yes.
Yeah, I'll join you on that.
Yeah, that's it. Because I must admit, I've loved doing this. This thing's been actually probably my favourite build for a long, long time because it's really, really old school. So yes, thoroughly enjoying it.
I'll tell you what, when the IO28's out, I'll join you with that.
See, look, that's it. We've got enough now for a SIG.
Yeah,
I'll do my HPH one.
They're even in the live chat saying, yeah, it sounds good with the Russian bomber SIG. If we get enough call for it, I think we should, because I would actually do the blackjack. There's my pledge to everyone. If we get enough interest and we do a SIG, I'll do the blackjack. So, lock for that drawer that keeps opening itself behind me. It's like spooky, man.
If you do it, then I will do the bison. I'll pull out the bison and I'll join in with that.
Everyone in live chat, you've heard this first. Matt will do the bison.
Yeah, he's saying it and it's never happening, but there is an excuse that, yeah.
I can get the magic going, couldn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have a go at doing that thing.
Get the power tools out.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I should
Sander.
At least I've got room to do it in here. I'm not going to have room in the shed, so.
Can I just say, has Robert shown you guys the work he's done on the inside of his Junkers?
Ooh, harsh this is, harsh.
No, it's not
Inaccurate.
because I'm sat here looking at it and I think it's amazing.
You did show us a bit last week, but let's have another closer look then. Come on, hold it up.
The Junkers,
We're not,
all the ribbon work he's done on the inside of the Junkers.
you were doing it last week, weren't you?
Yeah, it does look absolutely amazing, Matt. Yeah, yeah. Just a shame about one small detail.
Yeah.
No, that's on this one.
No, that's the wrong kit.
Oh, is that one all right? So that one doesn't have lightning holes either?
No.
Yeah, we did look at it last week, and it is absolutely stunning. Very, very nice job there. Rob, our resident scratch builder. Very, very nice. Very cool.
Yeah, it took me a few days because you can't do it in one sitting. If you do it in one sitting, you will kill yourself.
Yeah. So just to clarify on this one, you know you've done the ribbing. Are you cutting them to shape or bending them whilst they're in situ?
I'm bending them before they go in.
Right.
So I was saying it to John, if you heat them off as you're bending it, with just your hands,
Yeah.
just with the temperature from your hands, just you can manage to
What gauge?
manipulate it.
What gauge?
It's
Plastic card do you use?
it's the stuff that Gordon gave me.
That's massive
That bit of
shit,
sheet.
that really.
It's like 0.2 mil thick plastic sheet, and if you cut it any bigger than 2 millimeters in a strip.
Yeah.
It's an actual. It's not like evergreen strip. It's actual.
It's
sheet.
it's a sheet. It's this big sheet. The sheet's about bigger than it. It's about A2. So you've got like an A2 sheet, and you cut it into strips.
And you cut the strips all the same.
All the same width. We're using a vernier calipers,
That takes some.
and then they're all individually set in between. But the easiest way of doing it is putting Tamiya tape and drawing lines, and then you can just follow that with the strip.
Yeah, to be honest, that's how I do my riveting.
Yeah, it's the easiest way of doing it.
Yeah, that's it. I usually put marks on a piece of Tamiya tape and then just stick it down.
What in a sharp scalpel
What?
to cut it?
Yeah. Just a sharp blade.
New blade.
New blade. And you just cut the
I
strips.
say that it is pretty thin card. That is
Yeah.
like paper.
So if
thin,
if you do like a guide, so if you get your ruler on the card and just cut it anywhere, you've got a straight edge to follow. And then you do 2 mil on the vernier caliper, and then put a mark with the blade as you go along, and then 2 mil down. You cut your strip, cut a piece off, bend it. But what I do is I put the piece on first, so I've got to judge where to cut to, so I'm not using too much. Bend it with my fingers, using the heat from my fingers, put it on, and tack it with some super glue, and then just go along, and then just put some extra thin on. But you can't do it. You can't do it in one.
Piece of cake.
You can't do it in one.
Look forward to seeing the photo build, Rob.
Yeah, I'd have to post date it like.
What he did earlier.
It's worth a tutorial on its own. I reckon I'll drag him down there and get the camera going so I could do.
Honestly, you need to see it in the flesh to realise how good it actually is.
I'll bring it
Because
down
it is,
on the weekend.
it is actually straight.
I'll bring it down this weekend.
Just leave it here.
Well, I'll leave it here, yeah. Well, I'm painting it anyway, so I'm painting it today, hopefully. Or shall I leave it?
I'd leave it like that so people can see it.
Yeah, because it's got like a big door, because it's got like a ramp at the back, so you see all the way in. That's the reason why I'm doing it.
Ribbing.
But yeah, it's like riveting.
Very
You
nice.
can,
Like,
yeah,
it's like riveting but different.
but different.
Very, very nice job.
Cheers.
Very talented man. I just saw a question just off the cuff. I saw it disappearing up. It says, Phil, will you be doing advanced airbrushing tutorials? Yes, this year. I'm planning on doing some live like I did last year because I quite enjoy doing those. That way, if it screws up, you see it live. And then obviously I'll do some edited ones as well, more polished ones, and we'll do it that way. They're the plan for the summer. Get the nice summer evenings in, and I'll do some of those. So we'll be covering pretty much. Last time we did all the basic stuff. This time we're just going to run through all the advanced stuff of doing various things. So yes, and if you've got any ideas for them, things you want to see in them, usual thing, post them up in the forum, and then I can put together a bit of a list of what we need to cover, and we can go from there. So yes, that's a plan for that one. Right, back over to questions. So where are we? Right, okay, this is for you guys then, because I wouldn't have a clue. It is from Jeff, and he says, hi guys, I'm looking at post shading 48 scale DO17. Not attempted this before. The camo is RLM 70, 71 over RLM 65. Question is, would you add dark color to each camo color, or do you think shading or just go with, say, gray to pick out the lines? So,
this is your department.
Rob, you did a fantastic job on the Gigant. Some might say it was overweathered. Personally, I thought it was perfect.
Well, yeah.
It's a lot more weathered than the one next to it.
It had engines. No, you can do both, really. Me personally, I mean, I'd pick out panels lighter. But with the Gigant, I did actual panel lines lighter because the edge, you're going to get the shine off it, off a panel. But you can do both. You know, with those colours, I'd do them yellow, like a buff or something like that. I won't go in with the white. But unless you want a really stark, really like tonal difference, and I'd gradually go lighter and lighter as I go along. So you start off with a lighter shade of the colour, but not too light, if you know what I mean. And then going lighter and lighter and lighter to the point where you get white, but using less of it, you know what I mean. So like say on a, I don't know, on this wing, on the corridor, I'd do like more lighter shade where the crews are going to walk and darker towards the end.
Very nice. Who's got your Gigant at the moment?
No, it's a tone.
No.
It's going to bring it Saturday.
So you bring it down Saturday? What I'll do is, because I have got some photos, but I don't know where they are. I'll obviously the weekend I'm going to film the hell out of it whilst I can, and obviously we're going to stream it live from down there as well over the weekend. So I'll take some good photos of it as well. I know I did some. I took some at the Bolton show, and I took some obviously when it was at Telford. But we'll get some more photos of it up so you guys can see it, because it is actually very, very nicely done, isn't it, Andy?
Andy muted himself.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Rob.
In my defense, mine was a single-use slider that was never used before. So.
Oh right, yours was brand new.
Shall I show Andy's one? What the one I sat on earlier? Oh, I said that out loud. Sorry.
The last 14, you got a box of one behind you. You're going to do another one.
Well, that Gigant.
Oh, is it? Sorry, I can't see. It's just blurry from here. It looks the same. Very nice. Anyway, nicely. Andy's still working his way through the Black Basin.
No, I've done that. I'm starting to camouflage now.
Oh right, okay. I thought you were still going.
I was 10 minutes ago doing me flaps and things, but
very, very nice indeed.
Yeah, because it's getting a bit raw, isn't it?
Look, Steve's decaling already.
That's because Steve cheats and works on them at the weekend.
Oh.
See, there's no denial.
Right, so there you go, Jeff. Hope that helps. Right, he's got another question. Right, everyone listening? I used the original Hataka acrylics a couple of times. Luck with that. When they first came out. I haven't used them since. Been put off for life. I was now thinking on giving the orange label range a go. I do like the odd minor details or touch-ups with the brush. Has anyone tried using the orange label paints with a hairy stick?
No, I have to
Yeah.
admit, no. I haven't.
All right, look, I tell you what, we can do a live test here because I've got some here.
No, I did some. There were a little area on here where I had to touch up with green, and it does brush on quite well actually. As long as you don't thin the paint.
I don't know what to paint. I've got nothing to paint. Ah!
So,
Let me just
That one in front of you, that big silver one.
Yeah.
well, painted green, do I?
Stick some red on it.
Stick some red on it. Hold on, I need something to paint. I don't have nothing to paint yet. I haven't got a buster really. I'm out of busters. Broken them all.
Why don't you try the?
It's all right. I've got an old Wazzy.
Oh, I've just tipped the glue over.
Hey, what?
Oh,
Oh,
spillage!
where's your...
I'm not going to wipe my mat because I'll melt it. Spillage.
Hold on. Let me go to his overhead. We can see what he's done. Oh, look, is that extra thin?
Yeah.
Say goodbye to his pattern, everyone.
It's melted.
It's melting. Go on, give it a wipe.
Oh man, I need a new cutting mat.
But then if you kept it in the correct receptacle on the nice brand new
Yes.
workstation, it would have tipped, would it?
Yes, we know.
Yeah, which Mark spent hours designing. Got such accidents.
You're not coming again.
So he's not going to be able to come again, is he?
You'll be on the naughty step.
Right, so I'm going to put a bit of this green stuff. So this is a Hataka Forest
Can you dab it? Or is it
and a brush.
YouTube as well?
What we do?
So we're going to try this neat just to see what happens.
That's why I get in that. I flip it over to the plain side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cheap one.
So,
Really cheap one.
I've got a question.
Hold on, I'm using the paint here. I'm hand painting.
Not got
Matt, can you
Yeah.
ship Attacker paints to America?
Yeah.
There you go. There's a question on the chat. So, Lynn, the answer is yes, you can get it to you.
Yeah.
Got sticks of glue in this place.
yeah.
We've got the door open.
What are you doing that, Phil?
Eh?
Morning.
What Phil does that? What does everyone think about the MOD's latest purchase of 2 converted cargo ships for the Royal Navy?
What are these?
The new assault ships.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Americans have got them already, and basically it's a converted cargo ship.
Right.
Right.
Why can't we make our own?
Because we've got no money.
Well, true.
That don't brush too bad by the looks of that.
They look stupid though, but I forget the name of the American one.
So actually, I have to say, it didn't go too much. It's got the usual brush problems in it when you paint, but yes, you can obviously paint it. We'll see what it's like when it dries off properly. But actually, I don't think it went down too bad, really.
That's all right.
It's not thick. Don't think it's the same as Tamiya. It's not quite as thick as Tamiya paints. It's always just a little bit thinner, I find, than Tamiya paints. So if you can paint Tamiyas, you can paint this. It's about the same consistency, just a little bit thinner.
I'd have thought if you put some slow thinner in it, you've got a bit of a retarder.
Yeah, probably.
Just a drop of that, and it might be a bit better.
Yeah.
Clip off now, right on that red star on the wing.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, John.
I tell you what, your decals have settled down well.
I'll tell you, they've actually gone down. These are Linden Hill jobbies. They
Yeah.
went down absolutely flawlessly. No problem with that.
Yeah.
They do some very nice schemes as well. So I'm okay because look, this is the ones we used. That I can do it. It's here.
It's that bottom one that's.
That's the one that's calling. But you can see it in scale compared to the bear. It's a bloody big thing.
Blimey.
It's a lot bigger than a B1.
At least it's only white.
Yeah, that'd be quite easy to spray. I'll just take it to, a garage and get them to spray it.
Traffic white.
It's all right. I know.
Right. Yeah, fridge white, isn't it? They do it.
That's it. Appliance white.
White. Yeah, a piece of cake again.
Some Hammerite will do it.
Anyway, my question:
Yes, go on.
How do you get?
Who's watched the new Das Boot?
No, I've not seen it yet.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
No.
Is anyone-
No,
Don't say out.
Steve, you've seen it?
Well, on me, because I've just got a new phone, I get Now TV for free, and part of Now TV they have it on there, and I watched the opening 2 or 3 minutes with this Sunderland coming in.
Yeah.
Shut up.
It looks incredible. I look forward to watching that.
I know Andy's watched an episode, and where is it?
I watched a couple, yeah.
What's
Yeah,
your
very
review of it, Andy?
I've watched a lot. I binge watched it last week.
No. Yeah, it's very, very good though. Yeah, really enjoyed it.
Worth a watch, definite.
I'll have to
Well,
watch it.
apparently I've only got till end of March on Now TV. They remove it or something or other. Don't know what to do with it.
You got Sky, Steve?
Behind him.
Yeah, but no, I've got Virgin.
It's a poltergeist.
It is. It's got bloody poltergeist.
You're haunted.
It is.
Creepy,
Yeah.
isn't it?
I didn't see that. I'm gonna have to watch that.
It is like seriously, it's like haunted asses, like rent a ghost round here.
April.
Yeah, Sky Atlantic's their own little baby, innit? So they don't.
There you go.
Only
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah, they didn't sell it to Virgin, did they?
already, I think, because they own Now TV, don't they? So
They do, yeah.
that's why when I got it, I thought, oh, I'll have Now TV, and then I'll get Sky Atlantic.
So they're taking it off for a month.
Melted. Oh,
I'm sticking to the
that's why I'm leaving it.
Right, okay, next question. Kevin says, hi team, AK Interactive Grade Primer. I've got it here somewhere. This one. Grade Primer, straight out of the bottle, or does it benefit from a drop of thinners?
Straight out the bottle.
I must admit, I just shake and spray. That's why I like this, because straight away.
Straight.
I have my other bottle of it here that is unopened. I'm that good with this stuff, so we're good to go. So yes, I don't thin it. I've never tried to thin it or anything. Clean up, just lack of thinners, and away you go. So yeah, that's easy. There we go, Kev. It seems to sand brilliant. It does. That's why I like it. It covered. I tell you, this is other testament to this thing. You think we did 0.55 riveting all over this, and I seriously held back from doing the fuselage because I really thought that we would cover and just destroy all the fine riveting that we did on it. But honestly, it went an absolute blinder. Yeah, there is a little bit of weight that moves around on this, but underneath here especially, it had a really heavy coat of primer. Because it was a bit of a mess, to be honest. And I thought, well, that's all right. We're just going to redo the fuselage. We can redo that as well. We'll go through the processes of it and we'll go through. But you can still see every single rivet on there, and I haven't had to re-rivet at all. So testament to the stuff. It doesn't fill. And I think the trouble is, if you use the polyurethanes, they're so good at smoothing things out, you lose it. But for some reason, this stuff is so fine, it doesn't. So if you're using it as like a filler, it ain't going to work. You're not going to get rid of any mistakes and stuff like that with it. You're better off with your styrene resins for that, or your polyurethane ones. But yeah, generally though, I highly recommend that one.
Your Rattler playing catching Phil.
Sorry? Yeah.
Yeah, mine does it as well.
It's not a real plane if you don't rattle.
No.
Okay, so good question from Steve, and we can have a run around the team with this one. So we'll start with you, Steve. He says, I was wondering what got you started in the hobby. For me, it was the love of aircraft. Go on, Steve.
Well, I used to do it as a kid, and when I was in Air Force, I had almost 2 years off because of a back operation, and I needed something to do. And I don't know why, and I just thought, oh, sorry, I'll go get a model kit. And then that was it. That's the only reason. But obviously, I've always liked aircraft and everything military. But yeah, that's the only reason I got back into it, and then the rest is history. I just carried on. Really.
See, for a form of therapy. Good job. Ron, how'd you get it started in it?
Well, again, I started as a kid, and then as I grew through teenage years, girls and beer and took precedent. And then probably
It only took a
about-
week, Rob. Come on.
Sorry?
It only took you a week, girls and beer. You had a wild week, and that were it.
And then my father-in-law worked for Vickers on the TSR2, and Airfix brought out the TSR2 kit. And I thought, oh, fancy building that. I can get back into modelling. And that's how I got back into it.
Very good. Cool. Nathan?
I can't remember if I was into aircraft models first or aircraft first, but I, a bit like Ron, started as a kid, stopped when I was about 15, and then just picked it up again. It's a bit of a cliche, really, isn't it? But I think it's an interesting aviation that probably got me into it in the first place.
Yeah. Sorry, I was about to go to Matt's overhead camera there and ask him them. Mark?
Well, apart from the fact they didn't have Xboxes in 1972, same story as everybody really. Did it as a kid, burgers and birds, then did it again.
Necessarily in that order.
Well, I was going to say kid. Then started modelling.
Well, yeah, in your case, cranking out hordes of children to basically got any time for it. Right, Rob?
Same as everybody else, really. Just love aircraft, love the military. My granddad was a bit of a modeller. My brother got into flying model airplanes, like literally, you know, the proper flying ones.
Yeah.
And then my mum and dad took me to BT's in Meadowhall. And never looked back since, really.
Very good. John?
Yeah, same as everyone. Started as a kid, stopped for 10, 15 years, and then once I had a bit of spare time and spare cash, started again. So yeah, same as everyone else.
Yeah, Matt?
Yeah, same really. Started as a kid, me and Bryn, who's a member and a friend of mine since God knows when. Me and him used to do it as kids, and then obviously teenage years, you drop out of it. But I have discovered, sorting through all my stuff, what got me back into it, and it was that book. I've got that book. The old Berlinden book.
Oh, it's the Berlinden book, yeah.
Looking at the dioramas and the kits and what he used to do back in the day, and that just sort of sparked it back off again for me, really. Especially with the armour and stuff, but yeah, I think, and then it just all started and obviously snowballed from there, really. But it's some plastics. Look at them plastics.
Yeah. Very nice. Cool. Andy?
Same as when I started as a kid, my dad used to do a lot of modelling. In fact, he still does a bit now and again. But it used to be do a lot of modelling, and carried on into teenage years. And like everyone else, you stop because you find other things that take your mind off it. And then I started again. Oh, crikey. A good while ago, a friend of mine who lived in Germany got me back into it. And then when my son was born, Sam, I packed in because little fingers everywhere trying to get hold of things. And then when he was about 10, someone bought him a little kit, which this is the actual kit.
Oh, look.
In bits. And I'd got all my Tamiya paints and airbrush and compressor and everything up in the loft. And they got it all out of the loft, and then, as they say, the rest is history.
Very good.
All this lot all happened, and
50 grand later.
That's just in last week.
That's the first kit I built when I came back onto it.
Very good. Excellent. For me, pretty much like the others, to be honest. I have massive love for aviation. My uncle's Royal Air Force, and usual things you do with that, going to air days and various things, family days. Totally hooked on it. And then I think, if I remember rightly, there was a model shop and craft stop in my local town. And going past, they always had, and it was always the Matchbox kits. They're far better box art. And I remember seeing, and that's why we did it, and homage to it, it's over there. Last year, I did, you used to always see the Matchbox Phantom kit doing the rockets. And yeah, that was me hooked. And I remember doing a couple of Matchbox kits, probably aged at about 8 or 9. Terribly horrible kits, didn't go together very well at all, and then just sort of never really got the hang of the hobby, if I'm honest. Going through, bought a couple of magazines, didn't really help. Came back into it later on in life, spoke about before, and it really has just flourished from there. Came along really nicely, and as I say, it's one of those things. The internet, I think, is what's made the hobby and brought it back so good, because without the internet, it's still very much just magazine and buying books. With the internet, you can share knowledge, and I think people's skills and various things have gone through the roof through the share of knowledge on the internet and stuff like that. And yeah, the rest is history.
So I've worked out from that I started again from a kid for therapy reasons, therapeutic reasons, you know, I was losing plot. You lot are actually nerds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where would you be without us, though, Steve? Eh?
Yeah.
I can only dream of that.
I'll follow on for that question then. So when you were kids, what was your like model shop? Which model shops did you go to? Because I can tell you mine was BT's for one, and across the way was Skills, and then I think we had GD's.
Yes.
In Nottingham, this was, and there was the odd trip to a place in ED Models. Me and Bryn used to get to ED Models, which is Solihull, so Birmingham way.
Yeah.
That used to be a really good one. But yeah, I think our main ones was like BT's and Skills across the road.
They used to do mad.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Used to get the mail order catalogue from Hannon's.
Yes.
Yeah, the old stapled together one.
Yeah.
The decal one was brilliant, wasn't it? The micro scale decals, it was like just the writing, so you didn't know what you were buying.
Oh, that's right. It's just
Yeah.
Matt, was Skills the one that was in the arcade?
Yeah, it was complete. Yeah, you just crossed the road from where BT's was opposite the cinema, and it was like on the corner.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
You see,
but they sell buttons and stuff, didn't they? It's like more of a toy shop than a model shop.
Yeah.
But BT's were mega.
Yeah, BT's in Leeds was the one for me.
I don't think I built a model kit after I was 10. I used to get them as a kid. They used to sell at local newsagents, and that were it. Or I got given them as a present. I never went to a model shop or anything.
So my youth was split between model making and Commodore VIC-20.
Yeah. In fact, there were a guy in Air Force. He used to build models, and he was a fantastic modeler. I remember seeing the stuff he built, and that's just
techniques.
So the Air Cadets used to have a modelling session once a month. We used to do that as well. I remember that.
No, I played football as a kid, and that's what my time.
I must admit, my one was a local shop down run by 2 guys, and funny enough, I was dating a girl and it was their next door neighbour as well, which is dead handy. But they were 2 brothers, and they used to live together and everything. And it was just one of those things where I couldn't walk past it without stopping, looking into the window. And then occasionally you'd go in there, and it had that smell and creaky floor and all the rest of it. It's proper old traditional model shop, you know, where you get your paints in your brown paper bag and your kit in there, and you used to sellotape it all up, you know, and stuff. And it was one of those like highlights of it. But like I think I said, a lot of thing with me is my parents used to travel on business, and I used to get left at home with me nan to keep me quiet. They always buy me a model kit before they went, which I'd usually build in 24 hours. They'd be gone for a fortnight. So yeah, that was my one. But yes, tower hobbies. I don't know if you were around then, Ron.
No, I didn't move down here until 1994.
Next to the clock tower in Newton Abbot.
No.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your local hobby shop then?
Yeah, we used to have a place called Kingston's on the bridge in Taunton.
Yeah, which he only went about 10 years ago, didn't he?
Yeah, old boy used to run it for years.
Yeah.
I used to go in, they were stacked floor to ceiling, and the kits on the bottom were like pancakes.
Yeah.
These were just like,
And he used to have a room out the back, didn't he? As well. He had like the main bit and then a bit at the back down there. But his floor used to creak like hell when you walked on it and all.
I always remember going in and on the top on like the side of the box on display was all the big 48 scale monogram stuff.
Yeah.
And I used to look at it and think, oh, I wish I had enough money to buy one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. I must admit that shop was the real traditional one as well, because he used to have that yellow cellophane, didn't he, on his window?
Yeah.
So the bits didn't go get bleached in the sun.
Yeah, he had one bit that was like the kits, and then the other bit around the side and the back was all the train stuff.
Train stuff, yeah. Yeah. No, it's a nice shop. It's funny, I used to talk to him a lot, and then he told me he was closing down because he just couldn't, wasn't going to keep doing it, and the rates and everything. It was quite a sad day, so bless.
Yeah.
End of an era, as they say.
It wasn't actually. Andy, can you remember the model shop in Mansfield? Is it near the bus station? It was near the bus station up the street, I think.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that's all that closed when I came over here.
Right.
That's really.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to go to one quite often. One in Newark.
Right.
I used to work in Lincoln. I had to travel from Nottingham to Lincoln every day, and there was a nice one in Newark. I don't know if it's still there, to be honest with you. That was quite a decent one.
Rare breed now, proper model shop, isn't it?
It is
I think he obviously knows it as well. He's saying about GD in Nottingham, brings back the memories.
Yeah, they've gone. Well, I don't know if they've gone now, but it was not long ago.
I think they're still on the closing down, to be honest with you.
All right, longest closing down sale ever. It'd be like going on there. Furniture places, is it? Which one's always got sale on?
DFS.
DFS or something, yeah. Closing down sale, yeah, been doing that for the past 10 years. Have you gone yet? It's a shame though, because actually that will mean then in Nottingham Town Centre there won't be one. Not that I know of. So.
There you go. Some of the guys reminiscing here saying about the Matchbox A7 Corsair. Good kit.
Good box.
I would love the colours.
I'm with you. I actually preferred Matchbox Pop Dot and the kit to Airfix.
Oh, yeah. Matchbox are far better than anybody else's. They had some really good artists.
They did, yeah.
Apparently, GDs are open this Saturday from 10 till 4 for clearance items and sale of shop fittings.
Yeah, actually, the guys just said that in the chat. Yeah, Alan's just said about that closing Saturday.
Yeah.
To get some shop fittings.
No, hold on. Bryn's been in and he says it's not that cheap.
Oh.
Yeah, but this is the final closing sale, though.
The final closing.
Until next week.
Yeah.
Which will be the final closing.
It's all right. They're selling off shop fittings. We might be able to get some bargains.
Yeah, it's pretty got handy. If anybody's going, get me some shop fittings.
Yeah, don't bring coffee. Bring shop fittings.
Yeah.
But yeah, sad when they go. I must admit, very, very sad. Right, next question is from Patrick. He said last week he painted a model. He primed it with grey stynel res, no trouble at all. Bright orange plastic is now beautifully grey. Next day, overcoated with AK white primer in preparation for the orange paint. But only minutes after the original orange plastic started showing through. Any idea what happened?
Yeah, because you've mixed lacquer here with an acrylic. So it's probably straight through the primer. If it's the white, you know what I mean? It'll probably go straight through it back to the plastic. Yeah.
Well, also it probably hasn't 100% cured the stynel res, so it's really quickly and easily through it. Because if you flood it on, it'll just heat. If you do it dry, as in spray it on, nice little light coat, and dry it back quite quickly, you'll be okay. But if you flood it on, it will eat because it is a lacquer.
Just a thingy question here. Why didn't you prime it in the white AK primer? because that would have just covered it and primed it.
Well, I would have thought so too.
Not, you know.
Yep.
That
Probably
would
a
have
better
done
way of doing it, Patrick. Yeah, just use the AK primer and go for it with that one rather than right. Next one is Adrian says, does any of the team know if it's right that Airfix are releasing a new lifeboat, new tooling? Heard about that? Have we heard about that, anyone?
No.
No,
Shaking of heads from everyone.
they are releasing something, but I can't remember. Somebody might have to go on Google quick. And
Andy, quick, get on Google. You haven't got time to be airbrushing. Get on Google. Some people have like picture me corner.
I did see somewhere about them releasing a little boat somewhere.
There we go. Look, Andy's on it. He'll get it sorted.
Straight.
I can't get the camera around.
There you go. Lynn is currently working on the 48 scale FJ4B. Do you know what? I remember having that for a Christmas present, that kit. Good kit. It's the Matchbox 48 scale F4B Fury, the FJ one. Yeah, the
You measure.
Again, that was good box. I think that's what sold me on that one.
10 mil between each one.
Yeah.
Measure 10 mil. Draw a line top and bottom. Put your tape. Draw a line, draw a line, draw a line, draw a line.
Jade's also saying about another good one, which is the PB4Y, which is the Matchbox. That was a nice kit as well.
Yeah, nobody's ever done that kit, have they?
No.
That's the only one, isn't it? I think in any scale, isn't it?
In any scale, yeah.
Bit amazing, isn't it? Because you're after the 48.
Yeah, that's the prime figure, isn't it?
I can't get it. I mean, you can get the Costa one.
Costa one you can get, but you got the other one, don't you?
Yeah, because the Costa one's back form, and I don't want to play with back form. I don't.
Even though he sits there doing plastic card and stuff.
Yeah.
The other one's really expensive though. That's fetching like. Who makes it? True Detail.
No,
Cutting Edge. Cutting Edge. That's good for like.
It's going for
stupid money.
Stupid money.
Yeah. Pretty impressive though. 48. Wonder if somebody will do one in 30-second now.
If somebody's got one.
Now there's a liberated like a B24 app. Do it in 30 seconds.
If somebody's got one, I'd like to take a casting off it.
I bet you would.
I won't sell it on just for the own.
Well, we're live on YouTube. Ask our American friends or whoever.
If anybody's got one, let us know.
Yeah.
Cutting Edge privateer 48 conversion set 48.
I think they're done.
That'd be
I used to like those Matchbox kits with the little mini dioramas as well.
Oh, the arm.
In the live chat, you get the little plate at the back. Yeah.
Revel's redone them, haven't they? They've actually bought one out recently, or a couple of them, because they've got the molds. Revel's got the molds, or did have, and they do, but it's not the box art. It's just not the same without the box art, is it? I think I built the Crook Prots not that long ago with a little base. That was quite fun actually. Nice, fun little builds. Because you did the Sherman, didn't you, Nate?
I've done the Sherman with the bridge, yeah.
Firefly, didn't you, with the bridge?
I did. It's a proper funky little kit, that as well, you know.
I tell you what, that could be a right Wednesday night build, couldn't it?
See if I can find it.
More.
Tony's also saying down in here, has anybody built Protar kits?
No, but they're the race cars and stuff, and the motorbikes, aren't they? We'll get
the old ones.
What do you want?
Isn't the Protar ones the ones that were done with metal as well as plastic? Whereas now the Reeboks in with the Itari ones are just all plastic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Personally, from me, the only time I've ever got near a Protar kit is I had one come to me for a repair job once by somebody who had it built by somebody else, and I basically put it back together for him and cleaned it up and did a bit of paintwork on it. But I haven't actually done built one from scratch. I would actually properly like to get hold of one of the Italeri Reeboks of one of their cars. I know they're mega bucks, but I reckon it'd be a stunning build to do. Something a little bit different as well.
I'll put it down here. I'm gonna say because we're releasing the Renault, aren't they? The Turbo Renault, and
Yeah.
then the Alfa Romeo were out last year, or so. They've obviously got the most because what else did they do in that? A Ferrari, because they won 12 scale.
Yeah.
The Ferrari they did. I don't know. Did they do anything else? I can't remember. They're quite detailed kits, aren't they?
Hmm.
I found the lifeboat.
Yeah.
It's actually a re-release.
What, just the normal 7 one?
The RLNI 7 class.
Hey, I wonder if the decals are right this time. Was that the one with the wrong decals? The thing is, the decals on it, the first release, I think the decals were wrong, as in you only got one side.
All right.
So they did that with an Italian fighter, didn't they? You know, the machine guns on the wings. They did them both the same on the same side.
Oh,
the-
right.
Yeah,
The
they're supposed to
thing,
be
yeah,
flipped.
that
the
was
other
with
way
the
around.
lifeboat. It fingered on the lifeboat, and yeah, it was somewhere. Something wrong.
Sorry.
It's all right. I think you ought to sit under here and do that. Do a live demo.
A live demo.
Yeah, go on, swap. He's actually doing his ribbing, so I'll put him under my camera because you can see what he's doing.
Stick him under.
No. There you go. No pressure, Rob. Just
Right.
We all right?
Think it's an extra. Just watch you don't
Self-extra, isn't it? Yeah, it's all right.
Be all right when your fuselage is melted.
Don't forget, we need you to go slightly to the right-hand side.
Can we just move the camera up just a little?
Or just wiggle his camera down a bit. That's it.
Is it?
Fine. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Ah, better.
There you go.
Rule up, live demo.
Right, you can be cameraman then.
Yeah, not from here, Tom.
Right, so Rob's going to take us through now how he does his ribbing.
Sit back, relax.
Right. I don't know what these called, but I'm going to put these in.
Oh, can we?
Stringers on them.
Yes, Lynn, it is. It's Rob Condor. And is it a good kit, Rob?
It's a lovely kit, actually.
What, Condor?
Yeah.
Yes.
I've got one in. So I'm not going to put too many in. I'm only going to put one there. Probably put about 3 in. It's only for effect. I'm not going for like exact. But I've cut this strip 1mm from a sheet.
And there's the wings.
There's my plastic card. That's the plastic card I cut it from. So a huge piece of plastic card. What I did was I move all this rubbish out of the way. Need my ruler. So I'll set this to 1mm. There. And then can you see me on there, yeah?
Yeah.
So I make a little mark there and there to say that's 1mm.
Can't you use the tail end of your vernier calipers to do that?
Yeah, you can do, but you get more exact, you know, because the tail end could be worn.
You see right here in that camera.
Sure you. So line it up to 1mm. It's not going to be totally exact. Not going to be perfect, but better than no, I suppose. I mean, if you can't afford evergreen strips are out, and this is the cheaper option of doing it. Make sure you equal pressure, keep the blade straight as you can.
So Matt used to have a great big stand of all that stuff. He would have raided his stash.
I can't hear him. I've raided it from that stash.
Yeah.
Hey. That is that, Matt. So you say you used to have a great big stand of it, didn't he?
Oh, that's right. But it's not that stuff. It's more structural. That is. It's plastic structural.
Yeah, that's high beams and things.
I've actually messed that
Yeah.
bit up, but
We could make a factory.
I'm not doing this all day. So I've messed that end up, but it don't matter. I don't need a lot of it. So I've messed it up, but you get the idea, you get the gist of it.
Yeah. Seems like quite a few guys are buffering apparently.
Yeah, I was just watching that as well. I'm just going to go check on YouTube.
Is it not working?
No, you're fine. It's just it's buffering. It'll be fine for the playback.
All right. So anyway,
Back to it.
so that's showing how to cut it. So like I said, I've made one piece that will go in there. So if you cut another 3 or 4 pieces to that size, you've got that size. You don't need to keep measuring it, you can just use that. So now I've got 2. The hardest part is cutting the plastic card, but if you get it all pre-cut anyway, so that's 1 in there. Which is just for quickness. This is not, I'm not doing it in, but that's 2. And then so on and so on. And you just keep going along like that. Again, yeah, but again, you need to measure each bit that you go along, and then you don't just want to take just one measurement. If you take 2 or 3, and then you've got to just lock it off, and then you can cut another piece. Like Andy says, you could do the end, but you don't know if that end is warm. Just better to lock it off like that. Do it like that. Cut the end. And then you know whichever one I made it for, it's going to fit in. And it fits in quite snugly. And you know you can just make 3 more of them. You can probably make 3 more for the bottom as well. There and there. Probably good for that one as well. If you've got your ribs all set at an equal distance, then you can just keep making them and keep putting them in. That's the way I do it anyway.
Very good.
I've had a thing on here. Is Rob following the rivet lines on the outer fuselage?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, if you put in one with every single rivet.
Yeah.
Natural.
They're your rivet lines there. So obviously your bulkheads are going to follow that because that's what they rivet to. But if you did that, then you've got to draw a line all the way around, draw a line down there, and generally speaking, that these are not going to be totally square with the inside, if you know what I mean. It's complicated how to explain it, but it's not going to be totally square. So it doesn't really matter anyway, because when you look inside, you're not looking in the inside and the outside at the same time.
No.
Yeah. Just don't enter it into that competition because everybody knows now.
Yeah. Well, like with this one you can do whatever because there's no rivet detail on it anyway.
Just make your own up.
So you can just make your own up, and thankfully, I've quite luckily done that on each panel line. So
is that more?
That's more. That's more a fluke.
Yeah,
that's more of a fluke. But like I said, you can just do rivet detail on top of that. But then it's going to look a bit daft.
It's just for effect, though, isn't it?
It's just for effect.
So it's not accurate.
Because, like I said, you know, you could do like, if I was going to do this like the Condor, then obviously I'm going to have holes drilled in like everybody else has said. I'm going to have more ribs going up and down along the fuselage. I'm going to have more of these strengtheners going along. I'm going to have more of these going along. Generally speaking, you're not going to see any of the fuselage.
No. Mm-hmm.
So I only put a few in. To be fair, this was done quicker than that one, if you know what I mean. That took me a few days to do. That took me a couple of hours to do. But to look through the door, it's just something to look through the door and go.
Yeah. So it's not just a plain bit of
basically, yeah.
inside of the fuselage, yeah.
So that's a very quick way of doing it. Doing these ribs, like I was showing John, is if you heat it up, something like so, and then you can bend it. And carry on bending it like so. When you think that's about right, you can throw it up against the fuselage and think, well, I need more bend in it, and just carry on going like so.
And the heat off your fingers will be enough to.
Yeah, you don't need to heat it up or anything, but that is 1 mil. If you're doing 2 mil or any bigger, it's going to take a lot longer.
But it's just like bending Tamiya tape, isn't it? The thinner it is, the easier it is to bend.
Exactly, yeah.
It doesn't run the risk of tearing or snapping.
But there you go. It's a bit too much, to be honest with you. Something like that. And then what I'll do is, if I've got it around about that, if it's quite thin plastic card, you can just push it in like so. And then if you've got a drawn line, like, can you see that drawn line on there? Yeah. Put some Tamiya tape on, draw your lines beforehand, then you've got a marker. You put some super glue at the top, you can just tack it, and then you can just move the bottom to wherever you need to. And then when you've got it tacked and it's all right, you can put some extra thin on.
Job done. Well, we're moving.
And that's it.
Cool.
Very good. Excellent. Thank you very much, Rob. You just carry on. We'll watch it.
Yeah,
That's all right.
you're under
Can
that.
I just ask a question?
Go on.
And it's a serious question.
No, it's all right.
What happens when you come to put this in?
Ah. Yeah. Is that the back there? Yeah.
Because obviously you put the ribbon all the way round.
Yeah. So if you've got something like this, and this has got the fuel tanks in, so you've got the bit to go on the bottom of the fuel tank, you've got the main fuel tank. Obviously, what you want to do is measure the distance between the actual fuel tank there to the edge of the plastic. So what I do is I sort of put the 2 mil, because I ain't got any at the minute, but with this 1 mil. So if it say it's 2 mil, I put it up against it and say, well, it's not going to fit. That's the best way of doing it. That's the quick way of doing it, shall I say.
Yeah, but what I mean is when you actually go to install the interior, the
Yeah.
flooring,
Mm.
you're going to have to cut.
Right. I see what you mean now, yeah. Oh, the bottom bit.
You're going to have to cut the bottom off, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, there's a piece there where the middle bit, that middle bit there. This is the middle section. I'll take all the fuel tanks off. So
you're saying how low the rubbing goes down before it's interfering with the floor.
basically, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you want to insert it something like, you go there actually. Yeah. So it goes in like something like that, yeah. So what you're saying is, how can I put that in without it interfering with the?
Yeah, you're going to have
Yeah.
It's already there.
So what I do is give me some tape. So what I do is I get a rough line with the tape, and then put the tape over the top like that. I do it like that, and then I can cut a straight line all the way down. Or there's another way of doing it. If it's like this one. This section. This one's quite easy because I've already glued in the floor and I've glued in the cockpit, so I can take each one of the ribs from that floor. But if you don't want to do that, this is that way.
You can just chop it off to
And then
the
just chop it off to that line.
Cool.
That's the quick way. It's not going to guarantee you to get it straight to the floor. The only other way to do it is to actually put the floor in.
and then rib it.
And then draw actually on the piece with a pen, or say with this pencil, and then just draw where it's going to fall, and then cut to it using again the Tamiya tape. Put the Tamiya tape on it afterwards.
Personally, you should actually take a small nick out of every single one so it fits through.
Yeah, cut a little notch in.
Yeah, I think he should notch every one so it goes all the have the ribbon running right the way round. Floor and ceiling, the works.
But what I did was, with this one, I forgot that I was going to put that piece in because I looked at I looked at a picture and saw the ribs were all down, but then I looked again and forgot to put this piece in that was all the way along. So I had to cut a notch into each one, and that's one piece going all along there.
It's not for modeller run, Rob. You're cutting that many corners.
No, it was just speed than anything else.
There's no excuse for it.
Yeah,
It's to keep your own sanity.
but yeah,
So
Nice.
it's the basic. Just a thing, somebody was asking on our chat earlier about the Revel bone, the 48 one. Yeah, it's coming back out. It's the platinum edition because we were on about it and it's not cheap.
Is it coming with a photo edge set then?
Yes. Yeah. I think it's retailing at 120.
Shit.
So
Got a lot of plastic for your money.
I'm gonna say you're gonna get a big lump, aren't you? So, and then somebody else, are we missing some on YouTube? There's been a load of questions on YouTube.
Yeah, well, I haven't been into YouTube properly. I'll pop back in there in a minute. Hold on. Let me just go back over there. Right, where were we?
Who makes the 1/72 B1?
Hey, what?
Who makes the 1/72 B1?
Well, we're hoping that Thingy going to bring one, aren't they?
Model Collect.
Model Collect, they're due one.
Well, this is the old one. There is an old one though, isn't there? Airfix used to do one, didn't they?
Perfect, yeah. I did the old Panda one, didn't I? As a one-day build.
That was 1144 though, wasn't it?
Yeah, little baby one. He's all right, he is. I've still got him here now. There you go. There's a size comparison if you need one. A 144 mode to a 72nd little dinky.
Bone in the beard.
Bone and a bear.
Nathan, have you seen how much stencil data there is on this hunter?
Yeah, there's a fair bit, isn't there?
Yeah, mine's going by the theory that it was strong wind one day and they blew the stencils off.
Yeah, I wouldn't bother putting it under the red stuff.
No, I'm only putting a selection on. It's just some of them. I think with all stencils in it, ones that don't make any sense or look tiny speck, I won't bother.
I was going to ask you about that. With like, I'm doing that tactical weapons unit one, the one with all the yellow on.
Yeah.
Do you reckon they would have just painted that over? Would they have put the stencils back over the top?
Yeah, they would have. I don't know about the yellow, but they'd have been all over the rest of the airframe.
John, they'd have put every single one on and extras as well.
Yeah, I think we would have done too, Joel. Yeah, stick them all on.
And numbered all the end panels. And
Right, okay, so a couple of questions from YouTube land. Good evening, everybody. So, what have we got here? Why is the Tamiya diamond file for photo etch only coated with diamond dust halfway on the working surface? I haven't got one of those, so I can't comment. Anybody got one of them?
No. No.
Sounds
No?
like a money saving option to me, that.
Because diamonds are expensive.
You got one, Ron? No, you're getting it.
Nope.
No, sorry, can't really help on that one because I haven't got one.
No idea.
Yeah, pass on that one. I'll leave you with Rob as we run these out. Some guy called Mark Tattersall.
Don't know him.
Don't know him.
Oh, it's trolling us.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Right. Oddball says hello. Grumpy says, has anyone built any models by Cyber Hobby? Are they any good? Yes.
Hey, do you know what? That's the right coincidence, John.
I was helping Matt get an order in, so we were sort of.
I'll go and get that one done.
And he had a couple of cyber model hobby kits in there, and I said, "Have you ever built these? What are they like? Because they're dragon, aren't they?"
Yeah.
Yeah, they're dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've never built one.
But it's dragon. At the end of the day, it's dragon's side of it.
Dragon.
yeah,
There you go.
There you go.
Only thing is with them, like dragon kits.
There you go. Can you see all that? Or is that dry?
So is the Sea King 72nd?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, 277 and the Eldiver is as well. So, yeah.
Ah,
Well, it's just dragon kits, aren't they? It's just dragon.
yeah, it's just Dragon
Yeah.
box, isn't it?
Yeah, terrible instructions. Great kits, bad instructions.
Yeah, usual dragon, isn't it?
And you'll find that you could be looking at it and there'll be 6 sprue A's and 7 sprue B's and that, because they just take kind of one kit. And then if you do a version, they'll do all new A, B, C and stuff like that.
Just the thing, they were fetching originally like really thingy money, but they're actually quite reasonably priced now, to be honest.
Well, I was going to say, the thing is with those, aren't they usually cheaper than the standard Dragon stuff?
Yes, Cyber Hobbies is, yeah.
Cyber Hobby tends to be the cheaper.
But normally, like, I think it's like their budget range, you know, with the armour stuff, you get the kit, but you don't get the photo etch and
I
all.
was going to say, normally with Dragon, you get photo etch and things, don't you? You don't get any with that.
Yeah, you might get a set of figures. Whereas the other ones, like the premium kits, the proper Dragon stuff, is like getting the photo etch and all the other stuff that comes with them now. So that's why they're like 70 quid or something for an half track.
Yeah.
But they've actually really quite a good price, because they were quite expensive. I think they were like 40 quid originally, but they're 20 quid, I think, now, pop.
Yeah.
No, I think that's 20 quid. I even think the other one, the US one's cheaper. I'll have to look, because they come in today. I'll have a look on the invoice. I haven't got it here, to be honest. But yeah, I don't think it's too badly priced.
I don't know if it's still the case, but you used to get with them, that Cyber Hobbies, you get bonus figure set, but the figures are absolutely pointless. They're like, it could be an American tank going into so-and-so and they give you European theatre figures.
Yeah.
Well, Pacific, I don't want European. You know, that's... But no, it's good value.
Right, okay, so next up we've got watching the FW 200 Condor build, to mention that we're building a real one at Airbus in Brenham.
They
Yeah,
are.
we were looking at that earlier.
Yeah, fuselage, full rebuild, wings, motors, restored from aircraft found parts. There we go.
That's what Rob's been doing is off. That's why he's missed out his holes in his ribbon. Yeah, it's a replica he's doing.
Yeah. Next question's about chairs. We were speaking about this earlier. To be honest, though, don't forget you've got this thing. The most comfortable chair probably isn't the best for you. That's all I'll say, because I used to have a very nice. I donated it, this cashmere, and it was lovely and it was soft and it was great. But to be honest, it absolutely killed my back. This thing, I must admit, because I suffer from fracture and all the rest of it, it's great. It's got lumbar support. It's not the most comfortable one to sit in, but after hours of sitting here, I don't get bad backs and fatigue like I used to get. So again, chairs, I think it's one of those things. It's what works best for you at the end of the day.
Well, yeah. I've just got to Neil. Hold on a minute, sorry, because Neil Small has asked me a question on here, and it's about pre-orders.
Right.
PM. Well, now the shop's pretty up and running. We can go back on and try and do some more to the website. So
yeah.
So we can probably, that will happen over the next couple of months, I would have thought. Because he asked about the Lancaster and the Hellcat.
Yes.
And whether we did pre-orders or are we going to pre-orders.
Yeah. To be honest, obviously, because of the changeover with the Flory site, with the new site we've got now in the forum, we haven't put much time really into the the actual forum, the store itself, and obviously been working on the retail side of it now, trying to get this open. But hopefully now the Flory site's done, the forum's done, and everything else, so that's basically taken care of, and now the retail store is just going to grow. That we can put some more stuff back in, so we'll do a little bit more work in the coming weeks, so people can do pre-orders and various things. Somebody was asking me as well today about gift cards and stuff, and I think that stuff we can do. Just give us a bit of time, we'll get them all sorted. But as I say, primary focus for us has been really this last couple of months. It's been trying to get the retail side of it open, so that's why it's a bit of a momentous moment for us this weekend with the opening of the retail side of it, as well as the online. So yes.
Yeah, it's just been time, hasn't it? Time.
It's just not enough time.
It's been a bit of a labour, hasn't it, really? But we're getting there.
We're getting there. We're almost there.
it's going to evolve now. Now the shop's pretty much ready and everything else. It's can put energies back into the site and doing other stuff now. So
yeah, definitely, we will.
Yeah.
We'll make sure we're all up to date and moving it forward. Lee says greetings from Germany. Alex says hi. Lee says, wouldn't a vampire or venom in 30 seconds be great? It would.
It would, yeah. It's a nice small aircraft as well.
That's it. I was going to say, it's not a massive aircraft, so that'd be a really nice in 30 seconds.
But Matchbox did one.
Yeah, it did the venom, didn't they, years ago?
Yeah. Sea Venom, yeah.
That was some time ago.
Books that.
If anybody wants one, I've got one somewhere.
Revel Reeboks.
Yeah, Revel do a Reebok every now and again.
Yeah, it's a horrible thing. Right?
Yeah, not nice. Travis is saying same thing, but Cyber Hobby is basically Dragon. True. Anyone know why the Tamiya diamond photo edge? Well, we said about this one. Sorry, yeah, we can't answer on that, Pat, because I don't know. I don't own one. I haven't got one of them. Have you done a review on Tamiya Weathering Masters? Are they the makeup sets?
The makeup sets, yes.
I have. Yeah, a long time ago, because I must admit I haven't used them for quite a while. I tend to use oils these days. I should have them down here. Here we go. So yeah, these little guys. Yeah, I have got them. To be honest, I do use the blue for doing heat work because it's quite good for doing heat work. So if you want the bluing effect on pipes, stainless steel pipes and stuff like that, you can do it. That works quite well. But I must admit, for general stuff, I don't really like it. It's a bit crumbly and goes everywhere. I do prefer to use just normal oils. You know, a set of 502s, Abclay lugs and things like that. That's what I tend to go with that one.
Phil, you want to try using blues and that, you know, for doing heats then and use oil paint. That works really, really well.
Yeah, I've got them all there. Just never ever done it. I haven't done much heat work really on stuff. Yeah, usually just airbrush blues and things on stuff like that.
Phil.
Yes.
Rick Thomas has asked, where is the Kitty Hawk Black Hawks?
Don't ask me. I know nothing.
Oh, I want one.
I haven't had any updates on that at all, really, for the last, since before Christmas. So
That's not good enough, is it?
no, it's not really, because I really fancy. When it racks up, I will do it. Yeah, really looking forward to doing it. If it's anything like their little bird, that's still one of my favourite kits ever. It's been a beautiful little build, that is. And you say, when you say Kitty Hawk, a beautiful little build, not normally two that go together, but that's actually a cracker. Right, how you doing, Rob? Finished yet?
No. It's going really slow.
Doing a great job there. Right, okay, so what else we got? Das Boat was very good. Quite a surprise. Yeah, the guys are saying it's quite good on there. The Keeper looks like an interesting movie. Don't know that one. Wouldn't it be lovely if Revel would redo the 30-second scale Hawker Hunter Mark 58 with a better canopy, for example? Yeah, which is the one I've got.
Mark 9, isn't it?
Is that the Mark 9 I've got? The one you try to off me and I won't let you.
Yeah.
Get off. Okay, question is from somebody or other. It says, real hair or plastic? Pros and cons. Matt, you're the painting expert.
What's up, sorry?
Real brushes
Yeah.
or synthetics?
Real. Depends on what you're painting, really. If you do find details and figures, things like that, definitely real, proper, stable brushes. If you're just general painting, then the cheap synthetic ones. Not that I can say it, but yeah. If you're going for the cheap brushes, I'll tell you what, the AK brushes are really good. The orange handled ones. The Italeri blue handled brushes are good for cheap brushes. What else does one? I think the Umbro one's not bad, actually. But yeah, if you're going for proper, you're going for Winsor and Newton, that sort of, top end brushes. Winsor and Newtons are just different.
Like your Brushman.
Differently. Brushman. Yeah.
Brushman.
I've got from Bolton, brilliant. Really good brushes. They're on there, actually. There.
What, them ones?
And black handled ones.
Oh, these ones.
Yeah. Them ones.
Yeah, we've actually got a website though, is it?
Yeah. www.brushman, I think. I've got cards for him somewhere. They're really nice brushes.
Very nice.
Put spring to them.
So yeah, you know, obviously, usually you pay for what you get with brushes at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to get synthetic ones if you're doing dry brushing or, you know, any kind of scrubbing motion. If you're really going in with oil paints, use a synthetic brush. Otherwise, if you nice finish, you're after. Can't be a Kolinsky table brush.
Yeah.
What do you reckon, Ron? Oh, look, Ron's on the phone. Is he ordering his dinner? Can I have a number 5 fried rice, please?
He's checking into his wife to see where he is.
Yeah. Of course, darling. I'm here. Hold on, I was going to blow his ear up. There you go. I'll do the sound effects. He's muted his mic.
Yeah.
Not just coming in now, darling.
You know what I did? He's actually got a tracker on his phone.
Right, okay, so next up we've got Scale Hanger says good evening. Pat says guess the chat is some other place. Yeah, don't forget this is just like an off spin. The guys and everything, we've got our own chat thing with the forum and everything else. Go have a look at the site, it's all there.
Just hold on a minute, just while you're on about brushes. Neil, sorry, has put up. Did you ever try the Zucchimori brush he gave you?
Do you know what? I don't think I have. It's not. It's on my other stand over there. I haven't actually used it yet.
Well, bring it to me. I'll try it because you're.
I'll give it a whirl.
When it comes to paintbrushes.
I've got them and they're all right. I've got a set. They're all right.
Hold on. Let me get it.
That's the ones with the big. Is it the big fat handles?
Yeah, they're like the Tamiya ones. I've got some of those. They're actually not good brushes. They're typical Japanese.
These. Hold on.
Yeah, they're all right.
Where are we? These ones.
Ooh, look at that.
Yeah, I've got 4 of them. They're all right.
That's an Amgen knife, isn't it?
Proper bamboo handle or whatever it is.
Nice looking brush.
It actually looks really, really nice. I'll give it its due. That does look very, very nice. It's got a proper point on it, unlike my other ones.
I was going to say, you tell you haven't used it.
You know, some of my other highlighted brushes, like this one.
Where's your Winsor & Newton Series 7?
Right, hold on. Let me get that bad boy out.
He's still in the pot of Tamiya that he was stirring.
Yeah. Yeah. The wrong way up.
Hold on. It's all right. There it is.
Where's the point gone?
Yeah. Does it have one?
Because I didn't know they did flathead brushes.
Oh, dear. You are an animal.
Yeah.
That's shameful.
Some of mine bend funny directions, though. Like this one's a bit bent.
You don't deserve a decent brush, Phil.
You are a bit of a butcher when it comes to brushes.
Are they supposed to be straight?
I don't even think brush was still
because they were bad. They were a bit off. And I thought, you know, really, I should look after them a bit better. So I've thrown away the really bad ones because I know you give me a hard time over what I do to brushes. So, yes. But the rest of them aren't too bad. But that is actually, I must admit, it feels very nice in the hand, if I'm honest.
Yeah, they are.
Good weight to it.
Yeah.
Feels like you got something in your hand. It's like a Sharpie. So, yes. Very nice indeed.
I got them from RB Productions.
Right, okay, so what else are we? Where are we? Ray.
Do you know what?
Ray, seriously, I hope you're watching. Send me an email. Just send me an email through the contact me at florymodels.org. Do it, please. There's a genuine reason. I'm not going to go through the outs and ins of it, but there's something that's been waiting for you since we spoke like 2 years ago. And you've never used it. And so get in contact with me and I'll hook you up and everything will be sorted and life will be golden. Trust me on this one. But Ray, I've been trying to get hold of you for ages. There must be something wrong with your email because I've emailed you loads of times trying to sort out something out for you. So yes, Ray, get hold of me. It's a definite. Please do it. Right. Okay. So Ashley says, I do it. Hold on. Let me prove it first. Oh, yeah. I'm 13 and I'm building the Tamiya 132nd F16. Currently building the Tamiya 112 scale Kawasaki Ninja. Brilliant. Lovely. Nice job, Ashley. Send me some pictures and I'll show them live on air. Contact me. Send me some photos. I'd love to show them on air. Where are we?
Phil, if he's 13, doesn't he qualify for a special membership on the forum?
He does. That's why I've asked him to contact me.
There's no youngsters out there. What's the deal?
Yes, they get free membership.
Yeah.
They do indeed. We offer a juniors program, guys, but we will need guardian consent.
Anybody under 30?
Yeah.
Under 43.
Yeah, mental age of more likely you lot. Okay, so
So what happens if somebody's born on leap year comes up? Because technically they'd only be
That's
4.
3.
Yeah. Enjoy yourself, Rob.
Oh God. See, they're moaning about the chat. You see, you give them something for now and they all moan about it in the live chat.
Why? What are they moaning about?
Oh, because we're not talking to them, apparently.
What, on that?
Yeah, apparently, because we're not trying to talking to them in live chat. Not our live chat, the YouTube one.
Oh, right.
What's the purpose of live chat? Oh God, he's a right moaner, that one, isn't he? Right, okay. Where are we?
Sorry, but members come first.
Well, this is the whole point, guys.
Can I just ask Nathan a quick question?
Yeah.
Nathan, do you need horizontal stabilizers on your? Oh, and Steve.
Yeah.
Are they handed or do they both? Will they fit on each way? Either way.
I'm hoping they go on each way.
To go on either side.
Yeah.
So it don't matter.
The pattern's identical if you look.
They're same top and bottom, Andy. They go either side.
Right, cool. Cheers.
Yeah.
Just so I don't paint the top instead of the bottom.
I've operated on the assumption they're the same. So
Yeah, cool.
have you filled your jet pipe in? Joins in the jet pipe?
Again, mate.
Have you, Joe, the jet pipe? Have you filled the joins in and done all that nice?
Yeah.
Yeah, at the back. Yeah.
Cool.
I just put a bit of perfect plastic putty in, like smooth it all that nice.
They look really. I tell you what, I'm slowing
Yeah,
down.
what I noticed with mine, because I've got the parachute housing on the back of mine, the one I'm doing.
Right.
There's a little sort of insert that goes inside that, and it's a horrible join on it. So yeah, it's a bit awkward. You've got to try and fill it and sand it.
Yeah, I've got that housing on back of mine as well,
I'm
John.
quite lucky then because I've got the standard one. So I'm just
Right, okay, so just carrying on with these questions, we'll wiggle through them. We've spoken about the tanks. Fiddler.
Oh, well, what about
Oh, you need a fiddler in your life, don't you? The TU-128 fiddler?
unit?
Hello? No? John?
What?
Pardon?
Pay attention.
We were just refreshing chat. Sorry.
Oh.
What was you asking?
I was just saying about the TU-128 fiddler.
Whose?
Yes.
Trumpies or model fit?
No, Trumpy's one.
What about it?
John needs one of those in his life.
Oh, don't you start. That's all I've had since I've been here.
Yeah.
You need
You need one of those in your life, clearly, to join in with our Russian bomber SIG. So don't give us that. You're going to be... I'll have loads of room in the car on the way home. It'll be fine.
Oh yeah, it'll be fine when I walk through the door and Lynn sees what I walk in with.
You got it in a raffle.
Used to it now, though.
just saying
I-
Matt
I-
got it for Valentine's.
I might be going
Yeah.
back with an AN2 Colt though.
Oh, very nice. Very good. Right, Calvin says, Dragon kits have lovely plastic, great detail, but the instructions are truly awful. The only model I haven't finished was a Dragon Stug, and that was because the instructions were so wrong. See, yes.
Well, we've just had hundreds of, well, not hundreds, but loads of people jump back in the chat room.
So they refreshed, did they?
Big band of yellow.
Yeah.
But gone quiet. What is that?
No, just go.
Just enjoying the show. No. At least somebody is. Thank you.
Apparently, it's too complex to join Flory. Create a login. Use their private chat to interact with them later. Right? Well, it's not that. We have a single sign-in app. It's simple. You turn up, you do it, and that's it. Right. Anybody know whether the 132nd Rebel Dragon BF 110 kit is released? Apparently, it's a new tool, isn't it?
Ooh.
I don't know when it's due out. It must be soon.
Say that again. The Rebel Dragon.
Yeah, well, he's saying Dragon, but I don't know about Dragon, but I know it's Rebel 110.
Dragon, I've got a 30-second one, so it does. If it is their kit, it's actually supposed to be quite a good kit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a Reebok, that one.
But I don't know, because obviously, unless it's new tool, I don't know. I don't know nothing about it until we got told.
Yeah, I'd say we had a hint of it, didn't we, a while back? But we were told it's new tooling, but
I heard it was Reebok.
the Dragon 32nd.
I'm pretty sure it's a Reeboks.
Reeboks, that one I've heard.
Is it the Dragon kit then, Reeboks, or is it the really old Revell one from 1960 odd?
Dragon kit, I believe.
If it's a Dragon kit, that's a nice kit. That is a nice kit.
What's that?
Dragon 32nd 110. It's been released by Revell.
Oh, right. Yeah. There's a thing at the top.
Yeah.
Be careful. There, that one.
Yeah, Kunscal, it's the Reeboks of the Dragon one.
Yeah, well, there we go. It's a bit disappointing, but never mind. It'll be a
Do you
good
reckon?
kit.
I think that's the good thing.
Yeah,
To be
that's
honest.
what I meant by it, really. It's a nice kit anyway.
And that would mean, though, we get it at a decent price because the Dragon version of it was really expensive. Ooh,
Yes.
that's not bad. Rob will build that,
The C7.
The 110. Yeah,
the C7,
yeah.
won't you?
Oh, where's the
Hey, you
battle?
could do conversion for the Night Fighter. You've got one already, haven't you? You've got one
Well,
already.
I've got the Rebel one. You know the 1970s Rebel
Yeah,
one?
I'll be back in a minute, chat.
The Dragon.
No, it was the E7, wasn't it? It was the Trot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to do your conversion.
And but then Ames brought the conversion out. Because I bought two kits, if you do. No,
Yeah, I can't remember exactly.
I
So
bought-
have you still got the Dragon one?
I've got the Dragon one and the Rebel
So you've
1970s
still got the
G4.
Trot, right?
Yeah.
And that's all off the sprue.
No.
You heard that? Well, it's still on the sprue
He's still on sprue.
in the box.
In the box.
Ah, fair enough.
I'm not
Amazing.
Screw in the box.
It's in the box, and it's not off the sprue.
Are you sure?
You heard that here first. This has got to be a first ever.
You know that 30-second, you can tell them, Andy, that 30-second Spitfire.
Still in its bag, still in its sprue.
And you can feel the forward as well.
So there you go. Quick little test here. This is that Pataka paint I hand painted
Yeah.
in here. There you go. Actually, I've just given it a light sand as well, just to see how durable it is, and it's all right. Properly on there. It's good. It's durable. Yeah, I reckon you could hand paint that.
What, and then flat out your brush marks after?
Yeah. Well, just seeing how tough it is, really. That's proper in there.
I just need to say something.
I don't know if you, yeah, obviously because the camera and all the rest of it, but I don't know if you can see, but I've hand painted it, but I can see every single rivet and panel line still.
Right. Down the thing, mate, at the back, it's got one of them switches. Right.
So,
Rob McCluskey's coming up in full drag on Saturday, apparently.
Full drag.
Yeah,
drag?
in his makeup and everything.
do we have security on the door?
Not now.
John Hill was saying he's got 3 or 4 Protar bike kits. Don't expect anything special. They're very agricultural. They're worth it for the subject matter, though. If you have to build a particular bike in one time scale, God knows why they are advertised at such massive prices. It's just because of obviously the tooling they come from. Somebody's half-inching them out there, charging a lot of money for them.
Need more light. More light.
No, is he? Is he complaining down here? He can't work in these conditions.
Oh,
Right,
right.
question for everyone.
Well,
The best special hobby 132nd kit.
30 seconds. Ooh.
Yeah. What would you go with, Ben? Anybody got a favourite? He's currently doing the Tempest and really enjoying it.
The Tempest.
He's doing another.
The Tempest out of the foot.
Oh, yeah, he's doing that.
You're
Oh,
doing
I
it.
want to do the Tempest, I must admit.
Never done one.
Was that 9? Was it you bought that special hobby, innit?
Yeah.
Andy's got one, the Buckeye.
Yeah, and he's working on the Buckeye still, which has been ongoing for how many years now? Look at the
Dust
dust.
on it.
You can almost count the rings of dust on it.
It's a nice kit though, but yeah.
I'll tell you what it is, but it's not out yet. The Westland Whirlwind.
Very nice. So go on then, what would you build if you had to do another then?
It's probably the Tempest is their best 30-second kit, I would have thought.
Yeah, I quite fancy getting the kit for that. Have we got one in stock?
Got 2.
Have we? Ooh. All right, we'll have to do a word from our sponsor in a minute.
They're not in the shop, they're upstairs.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you remember them we looked at in the box? Yeah, them.
All right.
I've had a massive cull, so it's
Oh.
good in the shop. So,
I've got the Mark II. You got the Mark II, Mark V, haven't you, Matt?
yeah.
Yeah, I want to do the Mark V.
Yeah, I've got the Mark II as well.
I don't think Rob's coming in his ladies' clothes.
Oh, is he not?
No, it's just getting abused on chat.
Yeah. What does it mean when it says F star star?
I don't know. I can't work that out. Must be cold.
Oh, dear.
All right, somebody like, what's a K31? When is Phil want to build is a K30? Right, when is Phil want to build is a K30 and a K31? K31, isn't that a rifle?
K31.
What's a K31?
Just in the rifle, yeah.
I don't know.
K31.
Steve, more information.
That's Japanese.
KI-31.
KI-31. Is that what it is?
Is that one of those new Tamiya?
Was that a Japanese one?
Is that the Japanese one we was on about the other day?
Yeah.
Is that like twin engine thing?
No, I'll tell you, if I'm going to do a Japanesey thing, I quite fancy doing the Tamiya 30-second zero.
KA-31 is the Russian helicopter thing, like you did the Helix thing.
All right. Oh, no, sorry, he's got it right there. The AMK 31, MiG 31, he means.
All right.
It's lovely kit.
To be honest, Steve, I'm not. Because I did the ICM MiG 25. I know they're not the same, but they're similar for my collection on purpose. So I don't know if I will. So, don't know yet. Never say never.
I think most of us have got those, haven't we?
What, MiG 31s?
Yeah, we could do a Wednesday build with it.
Yeah, I've got 31.
So that's nearly in for paint.
Yeah, 4 steps ahead of everybody. You got one.
Yeah, you can't sell me with those. I've got one.
No, I'm trying to sell you one.
Well, why don't we do a 31 or MiG 23 build?
Because you haven't finished your hunters yet. They're going to take another month and a half.
I don't finish my seat.
Oh,
You won't, but everybody else is.
Right, next question. What is everybody's favourite unique tool to have and why?
Ooh.
I'm a scriber.
Me riveter. I'm
Yeah,
going to the riveter. Getting in there quick.
What, your riveter?
Yeah.
Do you know what? Do you know what was a thingy for me? A good pair of snips. You know, like in God's Hand and Disfame, seriously, that was just a game changer for me, good snips.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't live without them. I couldn't model without them anymore.
I've got one
I
that's
can model without a riveter and I can model without a scriber, but a good pair of snips I cannot
Yeah.
do without anymore.
To be honest, one of my light bulb moments as well was where I've learned to actually engrave or, you know, to sort of do your panel lines by pushing.
Yeah.
Because for years I just used to drag and never push. But this thing, pretty much 99% of it I've pushed. And that way you go right into joins and stuff like that and have no problem. I find I get better control pushing than I do pulling, weirdly. So when I redid all of this thing, it's all by push. And when you're going, especially round curve things, you can push. And because you can see where you're going, it's almost in. And when I did the curves around the engines, you can almost, you know, just channel it round. And I have no real problems with it. It's a bit of a thing you learn, but that's probably the biggest thing from last year that I've changed my building, was learning to push instead of pull a scriber.
I'll be the first one to say.
Things though, isn't it? Because I've tried 3 times to get hold of one of them from the UMM website.
Yeah.
It says email with your request, and they'll send you an invoice with shipping costs and everything on. 3 times I've sent an email, no reply, nothing back.
You can have
So I've just given up.
He has got
You
that.
sell them on eBay.
I'll give Andy one. Did I have 3, Andy?
Yeah, you had 3, yeah.
Plus the one that I use all the time. So I've got 4 technically. I've given Andy one, so I've got 2, got 3 left, if you know what I mean.
I've been trying to get hold of one for ages.
So I've got 2 that are brand
Which
new.
one you got? The ones? Or the 2? Because I've got the 2. Pass him that one on that thing, Rob, in front of the paint. There's one on
That
there.
one?
That's a number, yeah, the number 2 that is.
Yeah, I use number 1.
There's a number 2.
2's the flat one, and then the number 1's got the bigger hook curve on it.
I like the number 1, to be honest. I prefer it to the number 2.
Because they've got a 3rd one now, haven't they?
But the,
Yeah.
the push blade's better on the number 2 than the number 1.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Yeah.
I've only used the number 1.
Yeah, the blade's narrow and sharp.
I'll be the first to say that my unique tool is a Flory.
Oh, well,
Oh,
is that one of the dual sanders?
It is one of the dual sanders, yeah.
Which one is
Yes,
it? The blue one, the fine one.
Green one, yeah.
Yeah, green core.
You trying to get hold of them.
You can have mine.
Actually, I'll tell you what, I could just mention this. I'm just going to steal the show just for a minute. Right, okay. Serious question to everybody, right? I'm going to do a new 10-pack because the number 2 polisher is being discontinued. It's old hat, and we've got a better one now. So the thing is, I'm going to make up a new number 10. To be honest, and I haven't, this is why everyone's like, oh, you must have pre-done this. I didn't. So I've had these here today because I was trying to work out what should go into the new number 10 pack. So if you think about it, we usually have in there, obviously we've got the new ones, the new dual ones, they're much a certainty. So would it be worth doing it as, you know, the set of the dual skinnies, as in fine, medium, and the ultra, and then the same with the sanders? What would you like to see? If you was to do a 10-pack, which full sets would you want in it? That's the question. Answers on a postcard, because I'm trying to design the new 10-pack, but this one, which is the old buffer, is going to be discontinued. So technically, with immediate effect, before everyone tries to go and buy them, because I've been deliberately wiring them down, and I haven't said anything to anyone until this moment, but they are literally going to go out of stock by tomorrow, probably. So the new one is going to replace it with the Ultra series of the dual set.
Those ones, they were good.
Yeah, they're not. They're not as good as the newer ones.
If anyone wants to buy any,
yeah. But the question is, seriously, what ones, if you had to pick 10 packs of sanders, which would you want it in the 10 pack? That's the question.
Blue and white polisher.
Blue and white polisher.
Fuck off. Dying a death. Their old hat. But yes, the thing is obviously this, if you want one, you can still get it because it is in the starter set, the 10 quid starter set. So But yeah, this is the thing, because obviously this is the old 10 pack and it comes with it in it. It's one of the last ones we've got. So the new one is going to replace. So what goes in there? So obviously we've got the brand new range of dual sets now. So in theory, we have the new duals for the fine and ultras and everybody else's that are down here. So that's the ultra set. Let me just put these into smorgasbords off. We've got them all.
Why is it, Phil? You're discontinuing all the sanders I really like.
Well,
I mean, it's a good job I haven't said I like every single one, or you'd be out of business.
and there's the dual, and we want the duals.
I tell you what else I've started using more and more that I really like that you don't do anymore is the blue sponge sheet.
I told him that.
I love that, John. That is my.
I do as well.
Because
They're
you
brilliant.
cut little bits off,
Yeah.
get in,
in.
down like.
And once they get a bit soft, they're brilliant for just getting your rubbing primer down, and they're
Yeah,
brilliant.
but the trouble that you have as a business, we don't sell any of them. We sit on tons and tons and tons of them. I know the ones you mean. It's this one, and I use it as well. But the thing is, we don't physically sell them. That's the whole point.
Well, next time you go and pay them a visit, just have a look at Skip round back just to see if they have any sponge sheet, and just bring us a load.
It's all right, John. Just fill your pockets when you're down at his house.
You could have loads. The sheets are
Just chuck them out of the window. I'll catch them.
where we at?
Shit. Right, what's next? I need C65.
You got to put the medium and skinny dual sanders in.
Sorry?
You'd have to put the mini and skinny dual sanders in the set.
Yeah.
Can I ask a really stupid question, Phil?
Yes.
And
Is there any way to design a round sanding stick?
Yeah, no, I've been asked it for years, and I've been trying to get him to do it for years, but the mechanics of doing it and manufacturing it, it can't be done. That hold together, it literally delaminates and pulls apart. I've had more prototypes now of that than any other thing we've tried over the years, and it literally, it's like the holy grail. If you make them in a harder material, it's fine, but because it's cushion, they stretch, and they're always trying to delaminate and pull apart. I've been trying to design stuff like that for literally over 10 years now, because I want to do them in like conical shapes and different scales. So you'd have like a small, medium, and large one as a 3-pack. Got it all worked out. Can't be done. They do. You can have them and they work, but they fall apart within a couple of uses. And as you say, we don't do cheap rubbish. So
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, what you could do, Rob, if you could get hold of the blue sanding sheet, if you cut a little bit off and put it in a family of tweezers, the self-locking ones.
Yeah. You know what? That's what I always used to do.
Yeah.
But he's stopping them.
Yeah. Yeah, shame you can't get them anymore.
We'll be muted soon. Raffle will be there. All of a sudden, it'll be technically to move you off here.
yeah, cut him off.
Oh,
The
yeah.
thing is, John, you were the only one who ever bought them, and it's not viable to do it.
Yeah. Atmospheric conditions in Doncaster.
Yeah. There's some people knocking on the door out there. Got 5 minutes and
You ain't got long, mate.
I got 5 minutes now.
Has he finished it yet?
No.
Get in there, though.
So anyway, Rob, are you doing all the wing spars as well?
Imagine. Oh, I don't even know where to start. That's all.
Or does not Rob know where to finish?
No.
Oh, look, they're starting to kick off in YouTube chat.
Why?
One of them spat his dummy about we weren't answering his question.
What was his question?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Who was that? It's a guy called Pat's Place. Still no reply. Wow. Got models to build. See ya. Oh,
Bye-bye.
and look, I can put him in timeout. Hide this user, report, go to his channel. No, look, let's put him in timeout. I've never done that before. Hey, I found a new favourite toy.
All you need now is to wire it up to a big red button on your desk.
That's what I need, yeah. It is. We're not getting how we do this. Literally, we do this every week. And occasionally we chuck it out to YouTube land just so you guys have a little bit of something as well. And this is why I don't do YouTube. Yeah. Very, very good.
Strangers.
Rob B, yes, we are taking new subscribers. Pop along to the actual florymodels.org site. And then if you just scroll down a little bit, you'll see a picture where a little video plays of the P40 starting up. Click in there, it says more info, and you can see all about it down in there. So, yes, very good. How are we doing in normal chat?
All right,
links in there, but I dare click on them.
See, they're behaving themselves.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Somebody's done I don't know what it is. Is it a Catalina? Yeah, Catalina. There's a picture. Chris has put a picture of, not his, and he says it's somebody else's fan, but actually they've done a load of scratch building on the 48th Mont Revel.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Yeah, that's stunning.
No, that's someone else.
That's
whose is that?
That's a few years old. That I've seen that
Yeah,
a few times. Yeah.
that is really good though. That's stunning.
Look. Lynn's in the US. He might be able to get you a scriber, John. Send it over.
The US is a big place.
I know, but
on forum, John, someone will help you out.
Yeah.
yeah, that's good.
Oh, and those little metal scriber thingy about.
Yes, could any of our American friends send John a scriber, and he will pay you good hard currency.
Do you remember I ordered a load for us, didn't I, when we first?
God, it's about 5 years ago now, isn't it?
But Rob, did you get one? And then we all ordered them.
Yeah, it's just that thing that, like, you send several emails off and you don't get even a reply to say no, we can't do it.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that.
It's a bit rude, is that, to be honest?
Especially when they say do that on their website, email them.
Why don't? It's a shame nobody stops him in UK. There you go, Matt. Ask him.
David, reply emails to actually somebody who wants to buy off him. I don't know if I'll get an answer, but
David,
I'm going to be honest here. I'm actually surprised they've not been redone by somebody. If that makes sense, you know what I mean? Because they are really good.
Forward, aren't they?
Hey,
they're quite straightforward.
Yeah. Well, it's just getting the material and just grinding it down to shape, isn't it?
you know what I mean? I'm surprised somebody's not produced a knockoff version of it, if I'm honest, or of those, because like I said, they're not rocket science probably to redo.
It'd be nice. Yeah, it would be nice to do your own. The ultimate scriber, the perfect scriber.
We want to do blunt. You can't blunt them. It's like anything. You can blunt anything. Really.
If you know a blade, you can blunt hard.
Yeah. So.
Take a bit.
But I don't know if it's just the surface coating that's on them, or you can actually get them ground down again. It might.
I don't know what are they made out of. Can you steel?
Guys, in a sec. David Bristow asked, "What's the best way to weather landing gear struts on World War II aircraft?" Personally, I use AK's washers.
I was going to say, if you're doing that floor, there's the
landing gear.
There's a landing gear set from AK. Otherwise, oil paint, oils, pigments.
Those three and
landing gear dust, don't they?
Yeah, that's it.
Just put some dust on the tyres and stuff like that.
To be honest, I'm just about to do mine tomorrow. It'll be up with the video build because these are actually detachable, not actually set in here. So I'm just about to show it. So they will get a wash, oil wash right the way over, and then obviously be rubbed back a little bit, and then probably a dry brush just to make everything pop and go through the motions of it. So I'll do the entire gear because it's in that light blue, and you need it to weather in with the rest of it. So that's what that one's going to get. Same way. So I'll probably make they are here. There we go. You've got the turbines, gasoline stains, and then you've got the gear ones, which also comes with that funky landing gear wash. Those, but chances are I'll probably just knock up my own out of a little bit of the old Abte Lux 50 juice. And you know, obviously things like shadow browns, stuff like that, and just give them a quick scrib over.
You've got to think about the environment that they're in as well, because like fighters and lighter aircraft would have taken off on grass airfields, and heavy bombers would have taken off on concrete runways. So, you know, you need to think about what sort of aircraft you're doing, to what sort of weathering you're going to put on it. Obviously,
like fluid runs as well, aren't they? So
yeah.
So if it's a desert one, it's got more of a dust, isn't it?
Yeah.
What time of year?
Alan's sick. Yeah. Alan's Alan in Germany.
I might give them a go again, just see.
See, the guys are saying in the chat there that got loads of them, had no problem ordering. Perhaps it's just you, John.
Probably. They've seen you. To be honest, I've got about every scriber going, and I've never really got on.
Yeah, we ain't got the proper one, have you?
The one thing I go back to all the time is my little JLC razor short saw blade.
Yeah.
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 Every time I go back to that.
Yeah, very good.
I've got a scriber that you could have a try of, a God Hand one.
George is the same thing. I tried emailing it.
You lose your end of your finger with that.
Yeah, it's a file. It's a really, really thin file. It's called, get this, catchy name, an MYT-S-R.
Wow, that rolls off the tongue.
I'll put a link on the Flory chat to some Australian website that's got one.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they do a lot of those in Japan, don't they?
Is that out of Japan?
Yeah, I got it in Japan.
Who's it by? Mindshima?
Yeah, the same time I got those like tweezers that you wanted, wasn't it?
Yeah, I said that wasn't on the shopping list when you called us.
I might have to go back then. I'll go back.
Yeah.
Can you nip over before Saturday, Nathan, please?
You know, just might need to win a scratch card or two first.
Can't you do it as your next year's school trip?
Well, I've been thinking about that, but I don't know.
Bloody hell, $45.
I know. That's Australian dollars.
Oh, thank God for that. And it says it's on special as well.
It's
God hand. Yeah, but it's got God hand. That's all that matters.
Yeah. It was just one of those things. I saw it.
Just God hand.
How much is it in English money?
Yeah, translate it.
No such thing as English money. There's UK money.
Oh, here we go. You know it.
There's Bank of England on the banknote. It says
Scottish money, but you can't have English money.
What have we walked into here?
Yeah.
Here we go. How much is it on? It's on that 1999.co.uk Japan thing.
How much is it now?
I'm looking now.
All right.
God hand.
Hey.
That's all.
You got to be careful. There's a left and right-handed one.
Really?
Really?
Oh, there you go. How do you know which is which?
Well, one says left hand and one says right hand on the.
I'm reading it all in Japanese. I don't read Japanese. Where does it say that?
I don't know. I'm just looking on the 1999.
Are you actually being serious, or are you taking the Michael?
No, I'm not taking piss. It's true.
You know, it's like a left-handed screwdriver or something.
It says here, line engraving file set, extremely small size for left hand. So you can maybe do it with both hands. You get one of each. $43 US line.
Blimey.
£30 quid.
John's not bothered because it says God hand
Yeah,
on it.
I
He ain't
read,
bothered. He's not bothered about the price now. It says God hand
I've
on it.
not read past God hand. That's all I've seen.
There you go. I'll put a link on that Japanese website, which is really dangerous if you're a tool whore.
Oh look, God hand nips. Oh look,
Yeah.
what's this grip here at the bottom? God hand GH-YTME grip.
No idea.
Whoa, God hand everywhere.
What I really like is if you look on that website, it says the Messiah of digging. Just have a look at that website. It's hilarious.
Oh, that's the handle for the.
Oh, the handle for the slider, is it?
Yeah.
No idea. But read the auto translation at the bottom. It's hilarious.
Three dot three.
Well, that's cool.
John just that's it. John's going to spend money. You see, look at that, John.
You can forget about him getting that kit off.
Yeah, you could get lost in there very easy. Right, we are 10 o'clock, guys.
Oh, I thought we was doing 10:30. That's what you said.
Extended edition.
Extended edition.
That's your extended edition.
Can we do that next week when it's half term?
I thought the meter runs out at 10.
Sorry, mate. You what? Sorry.
I thought the meter ran out at 10 there.
It does.
I brought the cable.
But seeing that Rob's into his ribbing,
Well, just leave him there. You have it done by the weekend.
so just lock him in and come back tomorrow.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
He could be the security.
See the bags under the eyes.
You've got a rocky bar to keep you going.
Right, well, thank you very much for everybody joining us.
Thank you.
It has been a pleasure as always. We'll be back with you tomorrow. Steve's got the next part of his V2 rocket. Will be up with you tomorrow. I might try and, I don't know, we'll see, because I would say I've got to concentrate and get this finished because I want it sorted for the weekend. But if I do get time, I'm going to get that Burke missile system reviewed and up for you as well. If not, that'll be up with you Friday. On Friday, I'm going to do a little bit of a special because I'll show you about packing up all the models that I'm taking from here to take up to the store. So obviously we'll be taking that up. And yeah, and that's it. So over the weekend, we'll be streaming it on and off, literally all the way through, live here, there, and everywhere as normal. Plus the fact I'll take a load of recorded footage as well to share with you guys who can't make it along. And that way you can have a good nose around the place as well. Isn't that good? So, quick run through. How you got on tonight, Steve? How's it gone?
Yeah, we're getting there. Got a bit bored of day calling though, but we started putting the day calls on. So
Looking good.
yeah, it's getting there.
Very nice. Ron, finished it?
Decals are finished. There's one or two aerials and bits and pieces to do, but
Oh, there goes one.
I'm gluing on the rotors. But yeah, well, I think we'll be there for Saturday.
Cool. Very nice indeed. Very, very good. Nathan?
I've just put a sort of thin, it's the Alclad primer, the old school.
Yeah.
Clad. I've just put like a thin, really thin sort of dusty coat on, and it's shown a load of scratches. So I'm just letting that dry over the next couple of days and then buff the scratches out. And I've done little bits of work on the undercarriage on the side.
Very nice. Very, very good. Mark?
You probably won't be able to see it, but I've just been doing the cockpit and wood effects for the wingnut wings.
Very nice indeed.
Not a lot to show for it, but I have been at it.
That's the trouble with that wing. You spend hours and hours doing loads of not a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Motley Trio.
Yeah. There's only Rob who's actually done it, I think. So we
Well,
might as well
hang
go to Rob.
I've done about a third of a pack of chocolate hobnobs.
Very good. But no, Rob, that's looking very nice down there. Thank you for doing that for us tonight. Very
That's all right. I mean, it's slogging along, slow process.
Very, very nice. Cool. We'll
See it in
follow
the
on with you
paper,
next week
maybe.
doing it. Andy, what you done?
The grey camo on my hunter. I can see the advantage of the back basins. So, yeah, you see all the mottling through it, but it's bloody hard, laborious work. I'm sure it's easier to go through and do post shading afterwards. And
Yeah.
I can see it being good on a something like a Tomcat that's been out at sea for.
I know it's going to be too weathered on this, but
the Hunters, they're basically pristine, aren't they?
yeah.
If you ever want to try that, Andy, there is a quicker way. I've got some wooden masking templates, and they've got like a marbly, mottly effect on it. You know, like you do with the marble coat for black pasting. So literally, you just put the template over where you're going to spray it on, and there's your marble coat, and then you just.
What's that? What templates are them?
I can't remember.
Are they modelling ones for German model?
No, they're not.
No?
They're not modelling design. They're like art designed ones.
Oh right, okay.
But they've got all different like motley and sort of marbly effects on. I'll have to find out. I can't remember what they're called off the top of my head.
Not my God, no then.
No.
Never mind. Right. Well, that's it from us. Thank you very much for joining us tonight, everybody, and watching. As I say, I'll be back with you tomorrow. We'll do a load of catch up with this little guy. Hopefully, it'll be a lot further forward. Hopefully, get the props done and the gears on, and we'll be all moving on very nicely with it. And if I can, I'll try and get a little bit more done to the F35. But until later, everybody, happy modelling. Take care. We'll see you soon. So, say goodbye, Steve.
Bye.
I'm Ron.
Bye.
Nathan.
Bye.
Mark.
Hi.
Steve was this. Trio.
Bye. See you later.
Andy.
See ya. Bye.
It's working. Cheers, guys. See you soon. Bye.